Alright guys, BLM here, back with another live stream. We're back with Jedi. Let's just load right in, because, again, don't really want to waste time there. Again, gotta do the normal checking in on, everything, but, everything should be good. Hello, hello, hello. And we are good. So yeah, really late start. I do apologize for that. Again, it is 12:20 a.m. where I'm at. A lot of that being due to me just working on a lot of shit tonight. And again, got a really late start because of that. But whatever. We're still in position to finish the game tonight. Hopefully, because I really want to move on from Jedi Fallen Order. Yeah, I mean, we're, like, I think based on my last playthrough, we're, like, 2 hours, like, 15 minutes or so away from the end, so, again, like, we definitely should be able to do it, as long as things don't go, like, catastrophically wrong. Which, to be fair, isn't out of the realm of possibility. I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, okay. I'm an idiot. But yeah, today was interesting. Today did not go as I planned on it going, based on what I said I was going to do at the end of last stream, but still got a good amount done, just not exactly what I thought I was going to get done. Hey, Circle. Yeah, so essentially the reason why I'm getting such a late start here tonight is because I wrote my Mass Effect 2 retrospective today. Because I ended up finishing Mass Effect 2 yesterday, which I didn't plan on doing. That wasn't the intent. Like, I was thinking I was going to finish it by the end of the week, but I didn't think I was going to finish it yesterday. But I kind of, like, played a little bit in the morning, and then when I got home from work, I was like, well, I only have, like, 2 hours left of the main game, so I guess I might as well finish it. So I did that, and then, yeah, today ended up writing the script for that, and I got a bit of a late start on that, and that's a lot of the reason why I'm getting a late start to this. But yeah, did that. Obviously, also watched BBAU because whatever. I guess I'm done with BBAU. Like, I really don't care anymore. But like, I've watched so much of the season, taking notes and all that. Like, I've done so much prep for this video that it's like I might as well still do it. But I think moving forward, I think I'm gonna cut BBAU from the shows that I cover. It's just I don't care anymore. And I think I already took off the BBAU celebrity shit, whatever thing that's supposed to be coming at the end of the year. I think I already took that off the schedule. So yeah, I think I'm just done with BBAU. I'll still watch it. I just don't think I'll cover it on the channel, because I just don't feel like it's really worth it, to be honest. Like, it takes up. Okay, I don't know why I just did that. Oh no, I almost just did the same thing again. Like, considering how much of a time commitment it is to watch the show and take notes and all that sort of stuff, and then also just like not really, like, it's like it's a good show. Like, I enjoy watching it to a degree, but it's like I just don't feel like it's a show I need to cover. It's like, and like I'm at the point now where like this the review for this season of BBAU is going to be ridiculously long. Like, the script is going to be like, I think, like 13,000 words or so, which puts it as the second longest script I've ever written, behind my Winners at War Winners at War season review. So it's like, that's ridiculous. That, oh wait, I'm supposed to claim this, aren't I? There we go. That, like, BBAU 2021 is going to be almost as long as my Winners at War fucking review. So, I think I'm done. I think I'm done. BBAU is a show that I'm covering. But, that is something I did watch today. And, watched the Survivor Michigan finale, which was solid. I mean, this is kind of a weird season where, like, the gameplay, if you look at it on the whole, it was very stagnant, where not a lot of big moves or anything being made throughout the season, but I thought the cast was strong enough to really carry the season anyway. I did have a lot of fun. with this season, despite at the end of the day, like the winner being kind of predictable and like all that sort of stuff. Really, one of the most dominant performances in the history of college Survivor, really, on this season of Survivor Michigan. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely done with BBQ. It's like I can't do it anymore. Okay, wait. Oh, do I not have my lightsaber still? No, it's like right there, right? Or does it not work? Whatever. What am I doing? Yeah, so watch the Survivor Michigan finale. Also had the announcement that next season's going to be All Stars, which I'm pretty excited for, though I'm
not much to see, is there?
Not really sure like how it's going to work. Considering again like the... Wait, what? Okay, wait, let's look at where we're supposed to be going. Okay, so I'm supposed to be going all the way over there. Yeah, like, I'm not entirely sure how it's going to work, because, like, the thing that's different about college Survivor than, obviously, US Survivor is that when it comes to All-Star seasons, it's like these people still need to be going to the college at the time of the All-Star season. So, there's a lot of, like, weird, casting-related things that can come up with that. So, I'm interested in seeing what cast they get together, though I'm not really expecting it to be like, oh, okay, well, fuck, to be the ideal all-star cast, because again, like with College Survivor, it's just like it's very tough to actually do. I don't know why I just jumped down the entire fucking thing. Whatever. Yeah, I mean, as I said, still plan is to finish Jedi Fallen Order tonight. We should still be able to do it despite the late start here. Because again, I think we only have like 2.5 hours left. That is if I wasn't being a complete idiot. But, we should be able to still finish this tonight. I will say also that, I think I'm just gonna outright cancel the Thursday stream. Again, I talked about how, ideally I would stream on Thursdays so that I can talk about Star Stuff Africa immediately after the episode. I'm just not gonna do that tomorrow. However, I think I'm gonna try to stream on Friday. Because I actually have... Normally I work on Saturdays. I do have Saturday off this week. And I am going to be busy, like, Saturday, like, during the day. Okay, well, what the fuck. During the day, but I don't really need to get up super early on Saturday. So it's like, I think I'm going to try to stream on Friday. Yeah, if I do, then we'll probably start a Plague Tale on Friday. I think. Yeah, probably. Wait, where am I going? Is this where I'm going? I guess so? Okay, maybe here. Okay.
Come on, BD.
Wait, what am I doing? Oh, is he doing something? Oh, this is just scanning the things. Okay. Yeah, so that's kind of the plan there. What am I supposed to be doing? Wait, is it this? Oh, okay. I didn't see that. Oh, can we attach that to this? There we go. Okay, you've recruited Grunt and Tolly. Wow, you've done that much already? You're probably gonna finish like the... Well, I guess you said you're gonna play Scarlet Nexus first, right? But I think if you were to go into Mass Effect 3 immediately afterwards, you would probably finish the trilogy before I'm going to. Yeah, like Mass Effect 2 took me like 2.5 weeks in real time to finish. Oh, this mission. Okay, I remember this now. Okay.
Not with the Force. With that crystal. The light passed through it and carried its warmth.
I don't know what I'm doing now. But Yeah, I do plan on starting Mass Effect 2 probably tomorrow, if I have time. Or Mass Effect 3, I said 2, whatever. Mass Effect 3 tomorrow, which I'm pretty excited to start, because, Mass Effect 2 is like a game that I feel like I have, like, pretty well memorized. Like, I pretty much remembered everything in terms of the main story of Mass Effect 2. Mass Effect 3, though, like, I don't have a great memory of, like, the ins and outs of it, which is kind of weird, because like it's like last time I played the Mass Effect trilogy, or the Mass Effect games, I guess, because I didn't play the first one last time I played through the games, but like I did play 2 and 3 back to back, so it's like I've actually played 3 more recently than I played 2, but it's like I just don't have that great of a memory of 3. So that, and also the fact that I've never played any of the DLCs, so that should be fun too. So plus also I did oh, I guess I can't really say that because I'll spoil it. But either way, it's like I did get the best outcome from Mass Effect 2 coming into 3. So it's like I'm interested in seeing how all this plays out. What am I supposed to do here again?
How's it going, BD?
Okay, so that's a thing here. But yeah, also today, really today I just spent the entire day pretty much just working on stuff. So this morning I recorded 3 videos. Essentially the 3 3 video game videos that I had recently written. So Death Stranding, AC Revelations, and Final Fantasy 15. I got those 3 recorded today, which really fucked up my voice by the end of it. I did Death Stranding first, then Revelations, then Final Fantasy 15. By the end of Final Fantasy 15, my voice was like completely fucked. Like in terms of raw audio, that was like almost 3 hours worth of audio. I think like was Death Stranding ended up being like 42 minutes, Revelations ended up being almost an hour, and then Final Fantasy 15 ended up being another like 50 minutes, so I guess that's technically like 2.5 hours, but still, either way, like a decent amount of audio there recorded. And the plan for Friday is that on Friday I'm going to record what I can. What am I supposed to be doing? I really don't know.
Don't fall behind.
Yeah, for Friday I'm going to record what I can of the BBAU review. And I think just along the way I might as well record the Mass Effects 1 and 2 retrospectives as well, just because I have those already prepped, so it's like I might as well just record them. I was gonna hold off on 2, but I was like, whatever. It's like, again, like tonight I wrote the script and I was just like, whatever, I might as well just finish it. It's like, yeah, I'll get a late start to the stream here, but should be fine. I don't know what I'm doing.
Going to all work out.
I remember this puzzle. I just don't remember what I'm supposed to do with this puzzle. Alright, wait, let's try to figure this out. Okay, well that looks great. I just realized, I think a lot of the technical issues are gone. I think probably a lot of that. I've actually, a new update came out for PS4. Which, oh, I forgot this was a thing. Okay. So what happens if I do... Wait. No. But through that, essentially, I obviously restarted my PS4, and I think that has helped out the... okay, it just breaks off anyway. I think that's helped out the performance a bit. I think it was... I think it's... Well, I would guess that a lot of the performance issues is coming from me just, like, simply not restarting my PS4 in a while. Ah, fuck off, I messed that up. Because, like, right now it seems like the game's running a lot smoother. Then again, it could just also be that this location's just less strenuous on the PS4. I don't know. But yeah, we're also only 2 weeks away from Big Brother, which is kind of insane. Possible, like, there's a chance we get a cast release next week. Okay, wait, what do I want to do here?
I need to get back to the window so I can let the light in. You're right. The other ice wall's in the way.
What am I doing?
That crystal magnifies heat from the light outside. Just need to get it in the right position, then open the window across from the waterfall.
Okay. Oh yeah, I did see that. I didn't watch the video. Yeah, but I did see that they found his audition tape. Is he like a surfer, bro? That's kind of bizarre. I wasn't really expecting that. And to be honest, if he is a surfer, bro, that probably actually makes me a bit more interested in seeing how he'll do in the game. Because I do feel like recent like surfer bro-esque like figures on the show, okay, have like turned out to be like actual competent players. Like, I mean, maybe Sebastian is like the recent one that like comes to mind. That's like probably that's an exception, but like obviously we have like Devin Pinto, we have someone like an Alec from David vs. Goliath. Okay, well that's lovely. But I do feel like a lot of the more recent like surfer bro-esque players are do end up being pretty competent players, and I do think they obviously have this if they are like really surfer bro-y, I do feel like they have a bit of room to work with in terms of coming off as underestimated. I have no clue what I'm doing. Ugh. Yeah, that's what I hate about this game. I just feel like there's so many points where I just like don't know what I'm actually supposed to do.
I need to get back to the window so I can let the light in. You're right. The other ice wall's in the way.
No? Well, I guess that doesn't work.
Let's go, BD.
Yeah, but I think like just the like if he does come off as a surfer, bro, I think just in general that's probably a good thing, because I think the perception is going to be that he can be a bit doofusy, where if he isn't that way but can act as if he is that way, then I feel like that's probably the best case scenario for him. And kind of similar to how Devin was. Wait, can I grab that from here? I can. Okay. I think I get it now. That's what I'm supposed to do, isn't it? Okay. Well, I guess that's the wrong one, actually. But whatever.
Hey, BD.
Okay, fine. Does that work? Ah, that doesn't work. Well, that's kind of bullshit. So... So, what are we supposed to do then? Okay, let's go and do this, that, and push this over there. Then what does this do? No? Still no? Yeah, I'm just a bit confused over how I'm supposed to
Crystal
approach this.
magnifies heat from the light outside. Just need to get it in the right position, then open the window across from the waterfall.
What else is around here? No? Why can't we wall run that? Doesn't that seem like a thing we should be able to wall run?
Hey, BD! I need to get back to the window so I can let the light in. Alright, the other ice wall's in the way.
Well, if I don't end up finishing the game tonight, this will definitely be the reason why. I can't do anything with that. So, I can just, like, walk around with this, right? So it's like... I can't even go that far with it. So what happens if I let go? It does swing. Okay. Game. Pull the thing. Thank you. Doesn't do anything though. Okay, I think okay. Let's try this. Attach that to here. And then grab this and then move that here. Okay, there we go. That's what we're supposed to be doing. Oh, well, I guess I need to keep it there. That took forever for me to figure out. That should not have taken that long. Okay, so now we just need to go here, and then swing across. But again, like, Jedi Fallen Order for me, I just don't think it's a game that really clicks with me. I'm debating over whether or not it's worth doing that retrospective.
Let's go, BD.
I'm kind of leaning towards no at this point. Again, I always planned on doing a retrospective of this game before the sequel came out. But I'm kind of at the point now where it's like I just don't really think it's even worth it. Because to be honest, I don't really have that much really positive to say about this game. Okay, do I go down there? Is that where I'm supposed to be going? It doesn't look like it. Okay, so I guess we don't need this anymore, right? So can we... Okay, I think I know what we're supposed to do, but I gotta get across first, I think. Then we do this. Fuck. Game. Okay, that way. Then do this. Then do this. And then do that, right? That moves into position, right? Then over here. Yeah, I just don't feel like it's a game that really clicks for me. I don't feel like I have enough to really say to make that warrants a video. Because Who knows? Maybe I'll just say fucking do it anyway. But I don't think I'm gonna do it at this point. And like I have enough on my plate anyway with video game videos. I actually have too many fucking video game videos I want to do. So it's like not doing a Jedi Fallen Order video. It's like it's fine. And because I could still change my mind by the time the sequel comes out too. It's like it's not like I need to make the video now. Like the sequel's not coming out for another like what, year and a half probably. Like as of right now, I believe it's scheduled for or it's rumored for 2022, end of 2022. It's like that's still a ways away. But even then, it's like I think I'm just probably just not going to do it. Yeah, there. Yeah, I thought about that too. I actually, that was something I planned on doing at a point, was doing like some sort of ranking of all the, well, the initial thought was like a ranking of all the Star Wars video games, but like that's a lot, and I believe Triple Jump has already done that, so it's like, it's kind of like, I don't know if I really feel like doing it. So like then I thought like, okay, maybe I can rank every modern, Star Wars game, but then like what would that quantify? Like if I'm talking about like 8th generation, then like that's not even that many, right? I think it's like 4 games. I might be forget. Like it's what, Jedi Fallen Order, Squadrons, and then the 2 Battlefront games, which I haven't even played. The 2 Battlefront games. Squadrons I didn't finish. Mind you, I could go back to and easily finish. Like it was mostly like lazy. If I'm being honest, like it's completely laziness that I didn't finish it. Like I could have finished it. Like I only had like 3 hours left of the game.
It's calling to me. We must be close.
But then Jedi Fallen Order.
Jedi can't pick any Kyber crystal. It chooses you. Yeah, kinda like you.
Okay.
Don't fall behind.
But yeah, that's like an idea I did have in my mind at one point, was to do a ranking of all the Star Wars games. Maybe I could just do like, I don't know. I don't know how I would really do it if I were to do it. Which, to be fair, at this point, I'm like probably not going to do it. But even if I were, it's like I don't know how I would approach it at this point. Where like maybe I would just do like all the ones that are available on current gen consoles. That's just like also kind of arbitrary.
Close one. Call's getting
Because I think I own almost all. I think I'm like missing like one maybe. Like if we're going beyond the ones released this gen and going into like games that were from previous gens but like are available on current gen. So like things like what is it? The like Star Wars Bounty Hunter and Super Star Wars and stuff like that. It's like I do own those as well. I don't know what I was doing there. But again, at that point, I feel like it's just kind of arbitrary of like what I'm including and what I'm not including. So I don't know. I feel like at the end of the day, there's probably just more important videos to make than that one. Okay. Like, I think if I am going to do a video on the Star Wars video games, at this point, I think it probably would, like, I would, like, the Jedi Fallen Order, like, retrospective, like, even now, it's like, it's not off the table. Like, I still think it's a thing that I could do. What was that for? Wait, that just goes here. But at least based off of this playthrough that I just did, I just don't really feel the need to do it.
That's it.
There we go.
I can see it shining.
To be fair though, I mean, like with this game, like my favorite parts of the game are coming up. It's like even though I had like issues with that puzzle I just did, it's like I do think this is one of the better sections of the game. And then the ending section of the game is also really strong. But I just think, like, at the end of the day, it's like there's probably just more important videos for me to make, or more like videos that I'm into to be making than a Jedi Fallen Order retrospective. Which I think if I do make it now, it kind of feels like I'm just making it just for the sake of making it. Which, I mean, to be fair, there are videos that I still do that for. But then again, I feel like with those, it kind of feels like the timing is right. Even though it's like maybe something that... Like something like the Gokaiger retrospective that I did earlier this year. It wasn't really a video I was like super apt to do at that specific time that I made that video. But it also felt like the perfect time to make that video. So I was just like, screw it, I'll just do it anyway. Which, by the way, that video picked up in views recently, which is really funny. I believe Gokaiger, they actually just announced a 10-year anniversary film. So I think, like, my video, like, picked up in views a bit when that film got announced. That was kind of funny. I believe now it's stabilized again, and now it's back to normal. But there was, like, a few days where it was getting, like, 100 views a day. When it's only at, like, barely over 1,000 views. By the way, my Last of Us Part 2 video is still doing okay, all things considered. Like, it's still doing pretty consistent views. Like, for a video game video, like, it's doing pretty well. Oh yeah, my International Survivor runner-up ranking video came out today, which I completely forgot that was supposed to come out today. I really, like, just... Yeah, I just forgot that was the video for today. Which, yeah, really long video, an hour and 1 minute long. I believe it is the longest Wednesday video ever released. Actually, no, that's not true. I forgot I did release the global season ranking on a Wednesday, I believe. But either way, pretty long video. To be honest, I barely, like, I literally had to look back at, like, scanned through the video today to remember the ranking, because, like, I just completely forgot. Like, outside of Ashley Hayden being number 1, I just, like, completely forgot about what the ranking was. Hey, Zendu Twitch. Yeah, just, trying to wrap up Jedi Fallen Order here. We are reaching the end game. Yeah, like, completely forgot about the international. Like, I forgot I put Nicole at number 2, which I mean, like, I still probably agree with, but still, it's like, it's kind of funny that I just, like, completely forgot that I put her that high.
Failure's not the end, my friend.
I'll be honest, I don't actually remember a lot of what happens in this game from this point. Like, I remember, like, the very end and, like, what happens in that section, but, I remember enjoying the end game of this game, but I don't remember the exact details of what actually happens.
This may be
You're currently watching Survivor One World. Ugh.
I can sense the doom of the Jedi.
Yeah, you're at the best part of the season. Guys giving up immunity, I mean, like, from that point forward, that season goes downhill.
Failure's not the end.
But, yeah, that's a crazy episode. I mean, there's a lot of, like, icky stuff there with, like, the Colton Bill stuff. But, outside of that, that's, like, a really crazy episode.
I believe you will find someone just as brave and persistent as you have been.
One World, though, is a season that, like, I think I used to have a bit of nostalgia for One World. I like the Survivors, like, Survivors 21 through 24, like, what's considered, like, the dark ages of Survivor. Like, those 4 seasons are actually seasons that I watched quite a bit of when I got back into Survivor, because I got back into Survivor with Philippines. and 21 through 24 were on Amazon Prime at that point. I had Amazon Prime, so like I would watch those 4 seasons over and over again, and like I feel like One World is one of these seasons that like it's so bad that like my reverence for it is like kind of just fading. It's like Nicaragua is a season that like I do think is like not a great season at the end of the day, but I have a lot of reverence for it still, and I still do enjoy the season. Even Redemption Island, I do have a reverence for. I like South Pacific, actually a lot more than most people. One World, though, I feel like that reference just isn't there anymore.
Goodbye, old friend.
Yeah, Bill seems like a likable guy. Like, I like Bill. I know he like hosted the Survivor After Show for Philippines, which is just bizarre. Like, I remember, like, because, like, I didn't watch One World at that point, where, like, I saw that he was hosting the after show, so I was like, oh, Bill's watching the after, is hosting the after show. He must have been a big character on One World, and then he's, like, the 4th boot.
I believe in you, too.
But, yeah, I mean, like, One World is a season that, like, the main appeal to that season for me is watching Kim dominate the game. Like, again, it's the best performance in the history of Survivor.
Still a chance.
Just straight up dominance the entire way through. Really positioned, like she's really well positioned the entire way through.
There's always a chance.
Is pretty much at a spot where like everyone takes her to the end by the time of the final 7, and also she beats everyone in a jury vote pretty much by the time of the merge. Like, it's really insane like how dominant of a performance Kim has on that season. But again, it leads to a pretty boring season. Where am I going now? Yeah, it's sections like this where I feel like an idiot. Like, where I feel like I should know where I'm going. Maybe it is just here. Oh, there. Pfft.
Be wary, Padawan. You do not choose your crystal. It chooses you.
Yeah, I don't know what was going. Like, I guess it was just like poor production decisions. But it's like that was just such a weird era of the show of like 22, 23, 24 all being like these seasons that were so dominated by kind of one figure. Again, like South Pacific, it's like it's very questionable. But like obviously you have Boston Rob just outright dominating Redemption Island. You have Kim dominating One World. South Pacific, again, you can say Coach dominated, though I feel like there's a lot of question marks there with how much control Sophie and Albert had. Again, this is what I get for not paying attention. I have no clue what the fuck I'm supposed to do at this point. But still, I mean, like, it's essentially the same thing, though. Again, like, obviously there's a lot of poor production decisions at that point with, oh, I'm supposed to repair the lightsaber. That's what I'm doing. I really don't care what the color is. Whatever. Did I just pick pink? Whatever. It doesn't matter. Whatever. Who cares? That's not what I meant to do, but fine. Bad seasons from people that are winners at war. I mean, let's think. Trying to even remember at this point. Like, okay, let's just go chronologically, I guess. Well, I mean, then again, I guess if you have, like, whatever. Okay, I mean, I like Africa. I just rewatched Africa. I like Africa more than most people. I don't know how great of a season it is in modern day. So it's like, I think if you're like looking at it from a modern day perspective, you're probably not going to like it. But I personally do enjoy the season. Obviously Redemption Island is Boston Rob season. Like, that's again, known as one of the worst seasons in the history of the show. I like it to a degree. Again, like, it's still a bottom tier season, but I do enjoy watching the season. But that's obviously one that most people don't like. What else is there? Well, One World, obviously, but we already talked about that. I mean, if you're looking at modern seasons are weird. Like the last like 10 seasons or so, it's like there's a lot of seasons within that like the fans just don't like. Namely, I think something like Ghost Island and HHH, Game Changers. Really, mainly those three. I think that was like a block of 3 seasons that a lot of like the super fan community just really did not like. And like I like HHH more than most people. I actually like HHH for me is like a middle tier season, to even like borderline top tier. But like I get why people don't like it. I mean, like I think a lot of people that don't like it like largely just hate the ending. I think the same thing goes for Edge of Extinction. Well, I mean, Edge of Extinction also has the Edge of Extinction twist, but it's like I do think that's like obviously a massive part of why people don't like those seasons. I mean, again, like for me personally, like I would just recommend watching all of them. That's the way I would personally approach it. But then again, I'm like a type of person that like it would disturb me if I didn't watch all of them. But I mean, I think like if you are going to just like try to watch the best seasons, I would say good seasons to watch. Again, you got Dave vs. Goliath. You have Kage-On. You have Pearl Islands to a degree. However, I do feel like Pearl Islands does may not hold up if you're used to modern Survivor. In terms of the presentation of the season, though it is still a really good season. Okay. Like, obviously, Heroes vs. Villains is one of the best seasons, but, like, not a good season to start off watching the show with. But then, you know, like, you start watching with IOI and Winners at War, right? Which is, like, 2 pretty terrible seasons to start off with, so... the game's on stream. I mean, it's been some of them have been an experience. I mean, so what? Like, I mean, obviously I played the Ezio trilogy, which those, like, I know what I'm getting into. I've played those games a billion times. Then we played Death Stranding, which was annoying, but I think it really did allow me to, like, fully cement my opinions on the game. And, like, out of that playthrough, I did or write a retrospective for it, and again, it's gonna be part of my top games of the generation video that I want to do at some point, so at least I got that out of it. I played Firewatch after that. I only took 1 episode or 1 stream, but it's kind of uneventful playthrough, really. I really didn't, like, I really didn't give a shit about that game when playing it. And then here, Jedi Fallen Order, I'll be honest, not really loving it. And I didn't love it the first time I played it, but like I was hoping that on the replay I would have grow more of a respect for it, but it's like I'm really just kind of feeling the exact same. So I just think at the end of the day, Jedi Fallen Order is just not for me. I'm not that I hate the game. Like, it's a game that I could easily replay again. Like, it's not like a bad game fundamentally. It's just that I just think that there's like little things within the game that kind of turn me off from it in comparison to a lot of other games that are relatively similar to it. Like, I think, like, again, like in comparison to, like, comparing this to like God of War, which is another like Metroidvania-esque modern game. Like, I just feel like God of War does it so much better than this game. And also is just in general a better made game than Jedi Fallen Order. Oh yeah, next up, the next game I'll be playing is going to be A Plague Tale, which is another game I wanted to replay before I do my top games of the generation, but also a sequel just got announced, so I'm interested in replaying it because of that. Plus, also, it's like I might as well do a retrospective of it to release around the time that the sequel comes out. So, it's kind of like killing a billion birds with one stone there. So, that is what we're going to be playing next. Yeah, I'm like, again, like, I think no matter what, like, the first season that you watch, you're probably going to have some reverence for. It just feels weird that, like, that 39 is the first season you watched. Where, I mean, yeah, like, 39, though, like, during the first half of it, like, I did really like 39. It's just that, like, the back half is, pretty bad. Even if you take out the Dan stuff, it's still pretty mediocre in my eyes. But, like, again, the pre-merge was pretty strong. I did really like the pre-merge. And I think it's a great cast outside of Dan. So, like, it has things going for it, but it's like... Well, also, I just don't like the IOI twist, also. That's another thing. But yeah, it does have things going for it, but I just don't think it really, fully works for me. However, I do think if it wasn't for the Dan situation, it would probably be a middle tier season for me. Like, obviously right now, it's like it's a bottom tier season. Pretty, like, I don't even remember exactly the placement, but I'm pretty sure it's like, it's pretty low. Like, it's, I'm pretty sure within the bottom 5, I think. And it's like, that's almost entirely due to the Dan situation, how much it, like, kind of taints the season as a whole. Where, like, if it wasn't for that, it would probably be somewhere in, like, the 28, 29, like, somewhere, like, the low 20s, I think, range. Actually, I don't know, maybe it would be higher than that. Maybe it would be, like, maybe it would be in that tier of, like, Nicaragua, okay. He just got choked by, like, nothing, but fine. Wait, you also start with IOI? Wow. It's like, yeah, there's really this many people starting with IOI. That's such a weird, like, to me, that's such a weird place to start watching Survivor. Because it's like, it's right before Winners at War. Where, like, it's so weird to me that there are, like, actually people that, like, started watching the show with Winners at War. Because it's like, Winners at War feels like such a culmination of the show up until this point. And I mean, I guess to, like, to a degree, it's like starting with IOI is kind of similar to starting with Samoa, in a way, which I know a lot of people did start with Samoa. So I guess it's not, like... But then again, I think Samoa is overall better season than IOI. But then again, I think obviously IOI is largely due to that Dan situation. I think if you take that out, they're not too far apart.
I sliced through their encryption. I'm scrambling transmissions, but it won't be long before they're restored. Hopefully it'll buy us some time.
But yeah, alright,
Stormtroopers everywhere.
a long response here. Also, I'm surprised you never mentioned this in the video, but I'm currently watching BB6 since it's so hype up. I loved watching Case on BB22 and 7. He was kind of amp, but on 6, he seemed like a different tough guy, cool mentality. Yeah, he's definitely like a different type of person from BB. Like BB22, you can definitely tell he's like matured a lot. Like you can definitely tell he's like, like it does feel like a different. Really, like each of his seasons, he feels like a radically different person. But BB6 Caser is really like the Caser that I love. Like that's the Caser that like I grew up watching, and the reason why I love Caser to begin with.
Hey, BD, let's go.
Like BB6K, like BB6 just in general, is the season that really got me into Big Brother when I was a kid. I mean, like, I watched BB5. Okay, well, that's the first one of those. Yeah, BB5 was, like, the first season I had, like, full memory of. And I did like BB5, but it really was BB6 that, like, really got me into Big Brother.
See you. We've got company. Tell Grease to close the mansion.
And it's like it's a season I have a lot of nostalgia for. I think like the problem with BB6 nowadays for me is the fact that there is like so little strategy on that season. Where like BB6 is a season that's almost entirely dictated by comp wins and like which side wins the HOH and that sort of thing. So I think like from a strategy standpoint, there isn't much actually there, like outside of what Maggie is doing. What am I doing right now? Is this not the ship? Do I have... I guess I have to defeat... Yeah, I guess I have to defeat them, right? Whatever. Okay, well that was way too early. That was my own fault. Fine. Ugh. Yeah, like with Winners at War, like I can't imagine watching Winners at War without having watched a good chunk of seasons before. I don't think you have to watch like every season, but it is strange to me to like think of like people that watch like just IOI and then Winners at War. It's like that's so weird. Like because like especially because Winners at War has like so many little callbacks to previous seasons that I do feel like you... What the fuck is going on? What is going on? Whatever. I feel like you would definitely miss if you haven't watched a lot of the other seasons. Which, by the way, I haven't talked about this before. That Boston Rob got his own TV show on CBS. That's really bizarre, right? Like, didn't he? Like, I think it just got announced that he got this like celebrity renovation show, which is like, okay, I guess. It's like that feels really bizarre.
We did. I wouldn't be here without all of you. Hold it.
Oh yeah, I'm supposed to go in Dathomir, right?
Not now. I got work to do.
Yeah, you're definitely so busy.
BD1, keep an eye on Cal for us.
Sure. Yeah,
Wasn't there a
I heard of Survivor before, but I was always been...
Think there's any good loot in that thing?
Yeah, like, me with Survivor with, like, I was always, like, I was bigger into Big Brother, too, where, well, I mean, I watched both, like, my parents watched both Survivor and Big Brother when I was younger, but they, like, completely dropped off of Survivor, but then, like, continued to watch Big Brother for a while.
What about you and
It
Trilly?
kind of dropped off after BB8, but then got back into it BB11, and then pretty much, like, since then, I've been a Big Brother person, since BB11 of all seasons.
I'm here for you if you need.
And then, I think it was BB14, right? That the finale of BB14 was on the same night as the premiere for Survivor Philippines. I think those are the right seasons. And that's when I decided to jump in. I did try with South Pacific right beforehand, but I just didn't end up actually committing to it. Like, tried as in, like, I literally watched the first, like, few minutes and I was like, eh. It's like, I don't feel like really watching it right now. But yeah, I did fully commit to Philippines, and I've been all in since. Made sure to watch at least one season of each winner. Yeah, I mean, I think there's like certain winners you could have gotten away with not watching at all. Like, I feel like a Danny. Like, I feel like not watching Guatemala is probably not really the worst thing in the world. Even though I love Guatemala, like, I think you should definitely watch Guatemala. But like, I think in terms of like in preparation for Winners at War, I don't think it was like a necessity considering like how few connections she really had. Okay, I guess we're just going here. Yay, we get to retread this again. Exactly what I wanted. don't care. I'm just gonna try to run through this if we can. Then again, I would have to know where I'm going, which I do not. Okay, we're still getting frame rate issues here. So I guess this is more of a level thing than like, I think just Dathomir for some reason is just like really tough on the PS4, I guess. Which I might as well mention that I did try to buy a PS5 today. Was not successful. But, oh well. Again, like I'll get one when I get. Like at this point, like I'm fully ready to buy one. I feel like if I get the opportunity again to buy one at this point, I'll get it. Even though, to be honest, I don't even know if I'll use it right away. Like I don't need a like when I didn't buy PS5 before, it was because I didn't need one. I still don't need one now. I just kind of want one just to have one at this point, though, just so that I know I have one just in case something good comes out. Or something. I mean, like, dude, fair, Ratchet and Clank's out, like, Returnal is out. Like, there's stuff I want to play, but nothing that I feel like I need to play. But it's like, even then, it's like when Horizon comes out, it's like, ideally I would play it on a PS5. And even then, there's already games that I currently have that are optimized for PS5. So it's like, I just rather have one at this point. But I'm also, like, not going to go too far out of my way to get one. Like, I'm not going to, like, be like constantly on the hunt for one or anything, but if I just see that there might be some on sale soon, then I'll go ahead and check it out and see if I can get one, which happened today, and again, didn't get it, but it is what it is. Yeah, I haven't looked at the chat in a while. It's probably watching. Okay, cool. Yeah, if you're talking about Boston Rob and stuff and how much CBS loves him, it's like, yeah. I mean, you can clearly tell, even from the beginning, even from Marquesas, you can tell how much CBS loved Boston Rob. Where, even in the reunion show for Marquesas, they just, like, keep on going to Boston Rob for, like, no reason. Like, even though, like, at that point, he was just, like, a, like, 10th place finisher on Marquesas, like, they were still going to him for a billion questions on that. And, like, he was, like, clearly drunk and everything, too. It's like they were still going to him. So I think it's clear that they always just loved Boston Rob, even from when he started. I think then, like, when he comes back for All-Stars and obviously performs extremely well there, and then I just think, like, they've since just absolutely loved him. But I still find it bizarre, though, that he's getting a show to renovate homes, or like renovate celebrity homes or something like that. I don't even know what the actual full premise is, but it's something like that. Like, that's fucking bizarre. Okay, can you let me get through? Alright, there we go, we did it.
Ready to move on?
But yeah, continuing on. Watch BB4 and BB11. Like, BB11's like a weird one where, like, I have a lot of nostalgia for BB11. Like, BB11's not a good season, especially if you're looking at it critically. Like, it's a season that's obviously very much influenced by Jeff's coup d'etat, and that really just dictates a lot of that season. Where am I going here? Switch attack? I don't know what that is. Stims. Evade. I don't know what I should get, because, like, I feel like I'm not going to use something. Alright, let's get this. Whatever. Yeah, I love Jesse as a character. But I did feel like seeing his downfall in BB11, though, was pretty fun. And I do think his BB11 game as a whole, like, kind of gets overrated by some. where like I don't think Jesse was ever gonna steamroll BB-11. Like I don't like people talk about it as if like he gets really screwed over, which he does get screwed over, but I don't think it's like a situation where like Jesse was definitely gonna win had he not gotten taken out by the coup d'etat. Like he already had a lot of people going after him at that point.
Chasing you. Memories that have haunted me since.
So like I find it very tough to believe that he actually gets to the end, but
Let us see what manner of death
still.
courage brings.
Definitely would have been interesting to see it actually play out, though.
Too slow.
Okay, cool. I completely missed. I'm just fucking this up. Yeah, I talked about this in the past. I wanted to do a Last of Us speedrun. And really, just in general, I wanted to do some speedruns on Twitch here. I just don't know if I could fucking do it, though. Like, I feel like I'm just gonna, like, be a complete disaster. Like, if I'm in a complete disaster, like, when playing Jedi Fallen Order on the easiest fucking difficulty on New Game Plus, it's like, how much of a disaster am I gonna be when trying to play The Last of Us? But just curious, beyond BB-11 bring you back to the show. Why do you like season? Oh yeah, I kind of just I don't know. It's just like I just feel like it's a season that just has like I just have a lot of nostalgia for that season, and also I like a lot of the cast. Like it's not like obviously like there's some people on there that are like not great. Brayden in particular is not great. But I do like I loved Kevin Campbell at the time. I love Russell. Russell was a massive favorite of mine at the time. I think Ronnie is a great character. Natalie's an interesting character. I don't think necessarily a fun character or anything, but I think her arc over the course of that season is interesting.
Pay for the Jedi sin. Stop him from moving.
Again, it's like a season that, like, if I were to look at fully critically without putting any, like, personal bias into it, like, it's not a good season. Like, it's definitely probably one of the worst seasons, really. Like, I think it's definitely bottom tier. Like, probably bottom 3 or 4, probably, like, when really analyzing the season. But I do have, like, a personal connection to it, which kind of bumps it a bit higher. For me, again. Okay. Wait, am I supposed to go through here? Why is there like a hole there that makes it look like I'm supposed to go through there, but then like it's not letting me go through there? And I just pushed the wrong button. Fine. But yeah, there. Honestly, beside new games, I also have some PS4 games. Yeah, like, I have a lot of games on PS4 I still need to play anyway. Like, I don't need a PS5. It's mostly for, like, quality of life things and just because, like, just kind of because I just want one. Like, I don't need a PS5, which is why I didn't buy one at the time. But now I'm more so in a position where it's like, I feel like I'm going to want one soon anyway, so it's like I might as well buy one at the first opportunity. And also, I don't feel like it's a thing that, like, PS5s are not dropping in price anytime soon. Like, it's not like last gen where, like, within, like, a couple years, like, PS4's dropped in price. There was the PS4 Pro coming out relatively soon. Like, I don't think that's happening this gen. I think we're for sure not getting anything new for at least a couple more years. And I think because that's, like, it makes me more incentivized to buy one now. That being said, though, I've been seeing a lot of people on Twitter talking about how their PS5s are breaking down, which is making me a bit worried to really invest in a PS5 right now, which is kind of like something I've been maybe a bit hesitant today, but I still think I'm probably just gonna buy one at the first opportunity.
We were peacekeepers. We were betrayed by those we protected. Hunted down by the Empire. I might be one of the last of my kind.
Oh wait, are you talking about Brayden? What did Brayden do on BB-11? He was like a massive homophobe and like just a massive bigot, really. Like, he was just like a terrible human being. I mean, Like he would just like throw out racial slurs in his argument with Kevin and Lydia and everything.
Then Malicos came.
And it's funny that like so Shima tries to like call him out in front of like on live TV with her speech against him, and then it's like Big Brother tries to shut it down and everything. So that's kind of funny.
We don't have to be enemies.
But yeah, it's just Brayden just like seems like a terrible human being from what we've seen.
We will need this.
Yeah, I don't like Jordan's win either. Obviously, it's like, I do think Jordan as a player, like, I think there is some merit to her consistency in the game, because I do feel like she is the type of player that, like, probably gets far on most seasons. I think if she gets to the end, she's always going to have a chance at winning, depending on how the jury makeup is. But it's also, it's like, I mean, it's like, how much is she actually doing to get there? I don't think that much. I think a lot of it's just, that's the way that she, her, like, natural personality allows her to get to that point in the game.
The same thing.
There is power there, beyond Jedi understanding.
Yeah, like, I would have voted for Natalie, but, like, saying that, it's like, I don't think Natalie played a good game either.
Don't you understand?
Like, it blows my mind when, like, I believe Daniel Reyes has said that Natalie is the best person to never win. Like, and, like, that Natalie is one of the most underrated players of all time. It's like, I don't think that's the case at all. Like, I think Natalie is someone that's, like, really delusional with the game that she played. And,
Stifled by tradition, deafened by our past glories, blinded by endless war.
Maybe. But it's never over, Malicos. We stand here now, with the chance to learn, to rebuild from our mistakes.
Jedi learn. There's no future for them. How can you not see that? It's time for something new. You and me. We could build something different. Something better.
yeah, I think with Natalie, it's like it's kind of this situation where, like, I feel like she kind of sabotages her own game at multiple opportunities.
Dathomir will be your grave.
And yeah, I think her losing that jury vote is entirely on her. Like, it's not really a... Mind you, I mean, like, if Shima was on the jury, she obviously would have had a much better chance at winning. But, still, never really looked at Natalie as that great of a player. Like, I do think she should have... Like, I would have voted for her over Jordan, but, again, it's like... It's not like she played that great of a game on her own, right? Like, it's kind of like a Bob and Susie sort of situation from Gabon, where it's like, yeah, I would have voted for Susie, but I'm not saying Susie played a good game. I'm just saying that Bob played a shit game. I'm really doing terrible here. And even that, I mean, to be fair, I have more respect for Jordan. Like, I think Jordan played a better game of Big Brother than I think Bob played a game of Survivor. Actually, I guess if you really think about it, I guess it is, like, it is pretty close, though. And because they're both bad, like, it's essentially just like debating over which one's worse. Like, I guess it really doesn't matter. Well, that's bad. Okay, well, that's bad too.
They felt that. Dodging won't save you. I won't let you strike me down.
Come on, like, hit him. He's right fucking there. I mean, like, really. I hate it when games do that, where, like, you're, like, hitting the attack button so close to the enemy, yet for some reason the game won't allow you to hit him.
I was wrong to think you could stand with me! Die
Yeah, like I think Natalie got a lot of hate on
You have no right to
BB11, like even from
No
like
right to
general
our
fan base at that point. Like she was very hated. But I think some of it is warranted. Like I think like the fact that she like lies about her age and the fact that she like constantly like I think an example that comes to my mind like why I do find her annoying. I find Natalie annoying. I think a lot it's like the moment where like Casey gets voted out and like Casey is upset at Jesse, but then like for no reason Natalie jumps in and tries to back up Jesse. And it's like, why are you doing that? Like there's no reason for you to be doing this. It's like stuff like that annoys me about Natalie. And like her, again, like her at the final four where she's like lying about Pandora's box and like all that sort of stuff. It's like she just does a lot of like pointless lying in the game as well. That like does kind of annoy me. Oh, am I out of force? I didn't even pay attention. Yeah, hey Mo. Yeah, well, actually, I just realized I don't think I've ever said your name, your Twitch name. Malik Stanford fan, right? Like, is it? I'm assuming that's a football player. Like, I feel like I've heard that name before, so it's like.
You will not beat me.
There we go. Yeah, I never pay attention to that. Yeah, I think that's the first time I ever said the name out loud. It's kind of bizarre.
It's like you said, Malikosi. Dathomir will be your grave.
Yeah, this should be the end of episode 5, I believe, right? Or chapter 5 or whatever. Which means all we have is the final chapter.
Let him lie in the dark with his secrets.
Which, if I remember right, only takes about an hour left. Like an hour to finish.
Help me.
To rid Dathomir of that parasite.
Why that just like... Okay, that was just a weird transition there. Might as well just do this. I don't even think we'll need to, but might as well just restore our health for whatever reason. Wait, what am I doing? Oh,
What are you really doing here, Cal Kestis?
Yeah, I don't know.
The Zepho.
But yeah,
an object called the Astrium.
BB11, like again, like just at the end of the day, it's like it's just a season I have nostalgia for. Like if you take away the nostalgia, it's not that great of a season. But
hang on.
Like there's a lot of people from BB11 that like I wish came back though. Again, like I wish we saw Russell again. Obviously, we did see Kevin Campbell come back, which was really cool.
This place, it's
even though like that didn't end up being the greatest thing in the world, but it's like I was really excited to see Kevin Campbell back. Again, we'll love to see Russell. We'll love to see Ronnie, Michelle.
Let's go.
Especially Michelle now. Like Michelle now, like with her being the way she is now. Like I think that'll be hilarious to see back. What are we doing? Oh, just, okay.
Finally found it.
It is real.
Baron, this could be the key to the next generation of Jedi.
Yeah, what time is it at this point? It's 1:30, okay. Yeah, because I did get a late start here. Anyway, I'm not tired or anything, so... Again, should definitely finish the game tonight.
But nothing can bring
Hopefully
back
the game doesn't crash or anything, but... or I lose internet, but... Outside of those things happening, I should definitely finish here. I mean, dude, even if the game crashes, we'll still finish the game tonight. It's just so... It's like, it's really, it's just internet issues that can stop it.
In hiding.
It is funny, like, how much better these cutscenes look than gameplay, which obviously is the case with any game. But, I feel like with this game in particular, it's, like, really jarring.
A very good friend of mine told me to go out and find my place in the galaxy.
I heard BB5 and BB12 drag. To a degree. BB12 for sure, yeah. Like, after Rachel leaves BB12, it does... I mean, then again, not really, though.
Path forward.
I think BB12 drags once Brendan goes home.
I will join you.
Because they do an entire week for the final 5, and that is like one of the most boring weeks in the history of the show. And that's like where the show drags. But I feel like it's a consistently fine season up until, like, it's a good season of, like, pre-jury, it's pretty good. Not because there's any, like, real dynamic gameplay or anything. I mean, obviously you have the Brigade, who are, like, really just running the entire show. But it's like, there's a lot of great characters on that season. That's really what makes the season.
What do you think, BD?
Is like the people on, like, again, you have Rachel, you have Matt Hoffman, you have Brittany Haynes, you have
My crew, they might take a little bit of convincing though.
I don't know, Enzo. Yeah, you have people on that season that are fun. So it's like that's really what makes BB12. BB5, I don't know. I mean, like, the pre-merge is really, or pre-jury, whatever, is really great. Again, after Jace goes home, it's like, I don't know if it's, I mean, because that final 9 round is pretty crazy, but, like, it's not really, I don't think it was really shown on the show, though, I think is the issue. Like, it's a crazy round in terms of the votes and how they lay out and everything. But it's like, yeah, I don't think it's really shown, like, I don't think it's, like, really articulated on the show why things are happening. And then, but I think, like, beyond that, it probably is a bit slow. Like, it's definitely slow the next 2 weeks after that. I think the end game is fun, though. Like, Final 5 on is fantastic. But yeah, I think there is that middle section there that can drag. But I do like BB5 as a whole. And another one that I have, like, a lot of nostalgia for. Again, it was, like, my first, like, it's the first season that, like, I have, like, full recollection of. Like, I know my parents watched, like, BBs 2, 3, and 4. But it's like, I just don't remember them that well. Because obviously I was a kid. But, like, if BB5 is the first one that I fully remember. Wait, what's the actual goal right now? It's to leave, right? Or going back to... Ugh. Why do we have to go to the same fucking planets every... Like, it's... Like, there's only, like, 5 planets in this game, right? And it's like we go to, like, each of these planets, like, at least twice, right? Oh, okay, well, fuck off. I mean, I guess to be fair, like, Mass Effect 2 kind of does the same thing. Well, like, in Mass Effect 2, there's really only, like, what, like 4 or 5 planets that actually matter, and you do go to the same planets over and over again. But then again, you don't have to retread your fucking steps like this. Okay, and frame rate's dropping again. I don't know, it must be this, like, really open area at the beginning that just, like, is, fuck. I think this is the wrong way. Okay, that's really creepy. Okay. Oh yeah, this is the entrance. Okay, we're good. Well, I mean, if I can get off this thing. You're actually gonna try to watch BB1? I don't know if I would even bother, if I'm being honest. Like, I've watched BB1, but I haven't watched it since I initially watched it. Like, I watched it... I mean, how many years ago is that now?
Hey, BD.
I'm trying to... Like, I think it was around the time BB14, I believe. So how many years is that? That's like 8 years or so? So it's like, it's been a while. Like, that was the only time I ever watched it, and I just don't have any interest in ever watching it again, unless it's for some sort of video. But even then, it's like, if I was going to make a video on it, it would have been like the 20-year anniversary, which was last year, which I didn't. So it's like, at this point, it's like, when am I going to watch BB1? But, like, I don't know if I could do it. Like, it's just like, oh, it's so boring. There's, like, not much of interest going on that season. It's like, even comparison to, like, it's not even just because of the format, it's also just because, like, it's just a straight up boring season. Because, like, there's seasons of, like, BBUK that, like, even though BBUK, like, has this, like, kind of stale format, it's like, it's still interesting because it has a lot of fun characters on it, and it's like, BBUS season 1 just didn't even have that. Like it's just straight up boring.
I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah, so you've never rewatched BB12? BB12 is like a weird one because, like, you know, like I've watched, like, as I said, like BB11 is the season that I got back into the show, but I did watch BB12, like obviously immediately after, and it's like it's another season that I do have like a bit of reverence for, but I don't know how. It's a tough season to assess because it's like,
And did you?
it's one that has a lot of great characters, but like not that interesting of gameplay. Outside of just the concept of the brigade, like the concept of the brigade's obviously great, and
Crazy old guy was left alone.
like it's obviously fundamental strategy moving forward in the show, but it's like it's also just boring to watch though. Like because like really the only like move that they make throughout the game is them flipping on Matt at the final 7. It's like outside of that, the game plays out in a really standard way, like the way that you would expect it to. So it's like I don't know. It's kind of a tough season to assess because of that. Like I think I had it pretty low on my last ranking, which to be honest, I don't think I agree with anymore. Like I think if I were to redo it, it would be like right in the middle of the list.
Get over here, kid. We're about to land.
But it's definitely a weird one to really properly rank.
Think it'll work?
It worked for Cordova.
You can make it work.
She's right.
Oh, hey, is anybody hungry? I was thinking of whipping up.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm the one that just talked about how, like, if I were to watch Survivor, I would watch every season. But it's like, I just feel like BB1 just feels like a different show.
It's true, Grease.
Like, it doesn't even feel like the same show at all. Like, and outside of the appearance from Chicken George in All Stars, it's like BB1 is never referenced ever again. Like even in BB2, like they never reference BB1 throughout the entirety of that. It's like it's really the only reference to BB1 ever again is through the course of All Stars. So it's like I would say like it's mostly an unnecessary season to watch, but I guess you probably should just watch it once just to say you've watched it and just to like to fully like watch the series. But again, like from my perspective, it's like I just don't ever want to watch it again. Oh yeah, I guess John. Well, I mean, that wasn't really referenced though, right? Like it's just a thing that happened. Like I don't think it was like, was it mentioned in on the show and stuff? That like Erica dated Josh. Yeah. So what am I doing here?
There's something weird about this place.
So I'm just going back to the vault again, right? I guess there's no objective marker there, which is kind of weird.
Is different here.
Hold it.
Oh, now we got it. So it is just going there, right? Yeah. So we do this bullshit again. Again, just so much of this game is just retreading. It's so annoying. And again, I get that that's like a Metroidvania thing. Like, I get that that's what you're supposed to do. But again, like, it's just other games just handle this so much better. Where a lot of games are able to mask the fact that you are retreading. Like, again, like I've said it a billion times, but like God of War just does it so masterfully. Where like even in the Return to the Summit mission, where you have to climb the mountain again, like it just makes it feel like a radically different experience, even though you are technically doing the same objective again. Oh yeah, I'm here again. Shit. Well, like here, it literally just feels like we're doing the exact same thing. So I'm trying to get there. So where do I need to go? Yeah, you're missing 1 through 7, 9, 17. I mean, those are some decent seasons, actually. And, like, BB Can 5 is still one of my favorite. I mean, it's still my favorite BB Can season. And it's definitely like, okay, well, I fucked that up. But it's also probably just in general one of my favorite seasons of Big Brother ever. Like, I just rewatched it not too long ago when, like, Kevin Martin was streaming, his rewatch of the season with Taron Armstrong and Bruno, and I watched that, and again, it's just I do feel like what? Fine, whatever. Like, okay, fine. But yeah, I love BB Can 5. Again, like 1 is rough, 2 is rough. I mean, outside of Will and like kind of the fundamentals of strategy, and I mean, like there's a couple like good characters here and there. It's like it's a rough season to rewatch or to watch, I guess, first time. Yeah, 3 is good. I think it still has its rough moments in terms of pacing, but it's good. 4 is a season like I've grown an appreciation for at this point, but it's still like I think it's better pacing wise, but there's just some rounds that aren't particularly interesting. Actually, I mean, I guess really thinking through it, it's like I guess 3 and like 4 actually, like I guess like every week does have a bit of intrigue to it. I guess there's no week that's like absolutely terrible. Wait, I enjoy 5, 6 is really good, and then 7's really good. 9 is like, for me, it's an underrated season. Like, I get why people don't like 9. I do think there's definitely, like, the beginning of 9 is definitely rough, but, I do enjoy 9 by the end of it, and then, 17's really good. 17's probably, I mean, 17's pretty much looked at as, like, the best, modern season by, like, most of the superfan community. Like, it's usually, like, 17 and 20. Though I think 20, like, people have soured on 20 recently. But, like, 17 is definitely a really great season as well. Though I do think it is overrated by certain people. Like, for me personally. Like, I do think there's certain points in 17 that, do drag a bit. Particularly in the middle portion of that season. But as a whole, though, it's really good.
Careful, buddy. We still don't know how this thing works.
But am I gonna watch BBUS versus BB Can? Probably not. Like, it's a pay. Like, you have to pay, right? I'm not gonna pay money to watch it. Like, if it's free, then sure. I mean, I'll probably see it, but I'm not gonna pay money to watch it.
Here we go, BD.
It's bizarre, though. That's the thing that they're doing. It's like, it's like, yeah, obviously, like, everyone wanted, U.S. versus Canada, but, like, no one was asking for them to be boxing in a fight and everything. It's like, it's funny, too, like, who they got to do it. I don't even remember the exact matchups anymore, but I remember, like, the matchups were just hilarious, too.
Amazing. The vault itself is built like a giant holocron. Linked. Something about that wall.
Yeah, the wall with the hole in it. Oh, it's not even a hole, it's a mirror thing. Whatever. I don't know, like, I feel like with BB4, it's like, it's a season I feel like is worse than what it really is. I don't know, it's like, it's a season that, like, I've grown an appreciation for it now. Because, like, when I started the channel, like, in my initial season ranking, I had BB4 at the very bottom. Like, it's definitely not there anymore. But, just something about it doesn't make me feel super high on it.
We allowed our pride to corrupt us. The greater control we sought, the further we found it to ruin.
Yeah, week 3 is good. Yeah, like the end stretch is kind of. Well, I mean, I'm trying to think. Like BB4. I mean, you have the first week, which. I guess the first week is probably like the least interesting weeks gameplay wise. Though you have a lot of like weird stuff going on. From like the David and Amanda stuff. You have who is it? Scott ejection, all that sort of stuff. Like week 2 is good. Week 3 is really good. Even week 4 is solid. Like even though like it's kind of predictable boot, it's like it's still a pretty solid week. I think week 5 can be a bit boring to a degree, but then there's still the intrigue between like Allison and Nathan. I'm trying to think. Final 7. What happens Final 7? I guess Final 7's kind of boring. Final 6 is a bit interesting. Final 5 is I mean, like that's just still like a weirdly structured week because of whatever, and then yeah, then the end game's kind of like we kind of know where it's going at that point. Yeah, like I wish we could have seen, like I want to see June play again in particular. Like G I would be like okay with, but I'm not like really like I don't need to see G play again. But it's like it'd be fine. Dana, I don't know. Like I mean I feel like Dana, like her only chance was All Stars, and it's like even by then like I felt like there were just so many other people to bring back over Dana. But like I wouldn't be opposed to a Dana return, but it's like it's not something again that I like feel like I need. But I think June is the one. Like June and like I would like to see Allison play again now. Now that she's like older, she's married with kids and that sort of thing. It's like she's obviously like I thought I was supposed to. What am I doing then? Like seeing how she's changed as a person over time. Okay, I guess I'm not supposed to go there. It seemed. Whatever. Is it just this way then? And then and that's probably it from BB4 at this point. Again, like if it was like BB All Stars time, then yeah, sure. Like there's other people I would like to see, but at the point that we're at now, I feel like just June and Allison, and I'm good. Maybe like G would be interesting, but it's like it's just so far removed, and it's like realistically we're never seeing G again. But anyway. Yeah, like I feel like I think it does come down to a cast thing with BB4. It's like you have people like Robert, and you have like a Justin, you have you have like Robert, who's like not necessarily the worst character in the world, but it's like just not really a likable person. Even though it's like he would have won fan favorite. But it's like, especially in modern day standards, like he just like again is a very questionable person in terms of his like very clearly misogynistic and everything. But yeah, then you have like a couple of people that are like maybe not the most interesting TV. Like Justin's just straight up boring. You have, I mean, I guess like who else? I mean, like Amanda is boring, but like she's the first boot, so it's like who cares? Michelle is like kind of has nothing to do either. But again, she's taken out so early, so it's like I don't know. Oh yeah, Dana is not coming back at this point. Like, yeah, like for sure, like Big Brother Second Chance is like not coming, right? It's like I feel like they're not going to do All Stars again for a very, very long time. If they are ever going to do it again, what the fuck is going on with this? Like, why are we stuck on a black screen? But Yeah, yeah, BB-22 is just a disappointment all around for CBS. Where again, like ratings wise, it did terrible. Plus, also just like it was just like received terribly in terms of the quality of the season. So it's like I just feel like they got nothing out of it, and I just feel like they're not incentivized to bring back returnees at all at this point. What is going on right now? Okay, like it's not. It's literally just taking forever to load. Oh wait, or not? Like, am I in game? Why can't I see anything? Oh. Fine? That's fucking bizarre. So I was in game the entire time, and it was just like, okay, whatever, who cares? Whatever, fine. I don't know. Yeah, I think G definitely saved the season at points of his HOH. I mean, like, it's so hilarious how, like, both his HOH wins end up being, like, complete disasters where, like, the person he doesn't want to go home ends up going home. Like, I think G is still, like, I mean, like, again, I haven't done a BB4 player ranking, I haven't really thought about it, but, like, I think G's probably number 3, right? After June and Allison. Like, even though he has a lot of faults in his game, it's like, I do think, like, just overall, it's like he had a bit more of a sense of what he was doing than most of the other people in that cast.
Persistence as you stumble from one debacle to the next.
Guess you made a mistake not killing me on Brock.
Yeah, like, I don't know if we need, like, it's like, there's so many people I would like to see back on Big Brother, but it's like, I just don't think they're gonna bring the people I want back. So it's like, because of that, it's like, yeah, I don't need an all-star season for a while.
We both have our pride, but yours has cost you.
I mean, to be fair though, I didn't think, like, I still think the All-Stars 2 cast, like, on paper, is still a pretty solid cast, especially considering who they had to work with. Like, I think, like, at this point, like, obviously I would have made a couple changes, but, like, I think I would probably still keep, like, 14 out of the 16 people there.
That was nothing.
Like, coming into that season. So it's like, I don't think they did that bad of a job. I just think it just ended up being, like, I think they just got really unlucky with how the season played out. Tell an interesting childhood story. I don't really have one that comes to mind right away.
You bleed like all the others.
Okay, well, that's something. How do you switch weapons again? Or switch... No, that's not what I want to do. That was a waste. Yeah, that sucked. Okay, well, that's obviously what I wanted to do. Yeah, completely forgot this was even part of the game, though.
Careful with that thing. It's been through hell.
No, like, Kaser was like the person I was the most excited for on All-Stars. On All-Stars 2. It's like,
No, I'm going to lure them away, and then I'm going to circle.
It's like, for me, like, Kaser's like the main attraction there for PvP22. It's like he was definitely the person I was the most excited to see back.
What's going to happen?
It's okay.
And like Davon, like still think Davon coming into that season still had a lot of potential. Again, she completely squandered all of it, but she had a lot of potential coming into BB22. For me, like the people I would have cut, like obviously David. I think that's like the first person that comes to mind. I don't know who else, but I'm like, it's kind of tough. Like it's like you have to consider like who they had to work with too. It's like I think David's like the easy cut though. It's like, why is David there on an All-Star season? It's like, yeah, it's like I would have liked to see him back at some point, but it's like on All-Stars, on like the second All-Star season ever. like the first All-Star season in 16 seasons. Like, we're literally bringing back David, the first boot from the previous season. It's like, I felt like that was, like, that's still ridiculous, but, I mean, again, like, I just think it's an arbitrary thing of, like, who's an all-star, who isn't. Like, it's like, it doesn't really, like, to me, like, the terms don't really matter. It's like, whoever's worth bringing back is an all-star. It doesn't really matter, like, how well they do in the game, or, like, how memorable of a figure they really are, or anything. It's like, it's mostly just, like, whoever you care enough to bring back, that person's an all-star. Wait, where am I going? I am going. I'm supposed to leave, right? Yeah, like, I mean, I'm trying to think of the BB-22 cast. Like, again, like, I just don't think there were that many, like, people that I was disappointed to see. I mean, like, so, I mean, like, Nicole Anthony is someone that I didn't need to see back. Like, for me personally, like, she wouldn't have made my list. But it's like, I get why they brought her back. Obviously, she was fan favorite on the last season that just aired. So it's like, oh my god, frame rate just dropped a lot. But like, it makes sense why they brought her back. But like, I didn't need to see her back. Again, David, I already said. Obviously, I would have had Tyler back. Bailey is like, I guess Bailey's another one that like, I didn't need to see Bailey back.
Come on, buddy.
Again, like, I think she's another one that like, if it was second chance, then sure. But again, like on the, with the pool that they could have pulled from, like, it did feel bizarre that Bailey was the person, but I'm not, like, I didn't hate it either, because, again, I did feel like Bailey had a lot of potential, and again, she kind of squandered it, but, I mean, to be fair, she was playing well for a while. I just think that she has the flaws that she has, and it's just that those flaws seem to, cost her the game both for the times that she's played now.
Smells worse.
Fuck off. No. If I can even get out. Christmas, I mean, like, I don't know. I'm like, okay, maybe Christmas is not one that, like, I could have gone without, but it's like, I get why she was cast. And like, I would rather have had Christmas than most other people from BB-19. I guess we're going this way. I mean, Mike from BB-8 and Kaser are two massive differences. Like, Mike from BB-8 is the most boring fucking person alive that brought nothing to the show, while Kaser was like the star of BB-6 up until the point where he was booted. Was a massive fan favorite to the point where he gets voted in back into the House of what, like 83% of the vote. And then like comes back on All Stars as one of the biggest locks, like for the very next season. Like Kaser, like comparing Kaser to Mike Dutz is like a massive difference. Like, if anything, I guess you can compare like Kaser to like Jeff Farner from Survivor, but it's like even then it's like, I mean, one, like Kaser's probably a much better human being, but also it's like with Kaser it's like
I saw what happened.
Kaser was just so much more of a, like, Kaser was literally like the most like the biggest fan favorite coming out of BB6, like along with Janelle, obviously.
I could never understand what you went through. She has a holocron. I don't know where she's taking it.
I'm responsible for the path that Trilla is on. And what she does next is the cost of all of my mistakes.
But yeah, I mean, even on my Dreamcast, like, Caser made the cut, right?
And it's all of our responsibility, and it's about what we do next that's important. You taught me that, Seer.
It's just such a shame that Caser didn't do well again, though. It's like I really just wanted Caser to do well at least one of his times out there.
I know where she's taking it. There's a fortress where they take Jedi.
Here we go, end the game.
It's a place of torture. It's the place I escaped.
Okay, so we're about an hour out from finishing the game at this point.
Won't be going alone. I'll have a friend with you.
No. I'll have a Jedi with me.
Sure. Yeah, I'm interested in seeing the BB-23 cast. Should be interesting to see how they hopefully they just do a better job. I mean, like, I'm just hoping they cast it like Survivor. I mean, I just think that's all they really need to do. And like, we know it's the guy that's currently casting for Survivor. They did cast Island of the Idols. With the exception, again, take out Dan from that situation. It's a good cast. He also cast Big Brother OTT, which was also a really great cast. Like, I have a lot of faith in BB-23. It just comes down to how production's going to handle it.
So are you.
Like, I really have, like, no opinions on the 42 cast. Like, Drea's, like, from 42, right? It's, like, absolutely no opinions on... It's, again, we have the list. It's, like, it's there. Like, they're people. They exist. Okay, so it's this... Is that it? I take it as that's it. It's weird that it doesn't come up with the objective marker, but whatever.
Not bad back there. We've had some close calls. Hey, remember Tadola?
Oh, yeah. Well, we got word there was a Jedi in hiding. We had to follow.
Oh, yeah, we followed up all right.
Yeah, and then again, like, I'm probably not going to make a 42 video unless more information comes out, just because it's like, I have nothing to say about 42. Outside of, again, like, talking about Tori, and that's really it. That's really all I have to say. Like, I know nothing about anyone else. Like, I really don't have anything to say about it, so just not really going to bother.
You get on and just start apologizing. Sorry, we didn't know. Sensors down. My co-pilot's sick.
Yeah, it should be fun to talk about 23 on stream and everything. I'm definitely going to be able to talk about it more than I would on in the video. I mean, obviously, like, the ideal way to, like, ideally, it'd be cool if I could do, like, weekly videos on Big Brother or, like, whatever, but it's like, I just don't have the time to actually do that sort of thing, and plus, also, it kind of goes against why I made the channel to be, because at that point, it becomes so focused around, like, weekly recaps and that sort of thing, and I just never wanted to do that sort of thing. But that would be a better way of, like, being able to talk about the things I want to do instead of, like, all putting it in the review at the end of the season, which is just kind of awkward. But yeah, I do feel like this will kind of be a good replacement for that. We'll just talk about it on stream, what's going on in Big Brother. BB player you want to see play Survivor? Like, ideally Tyler, but it's like, I just don't have faith in Tyler actually playing anymore. So it's like, that's something. Cody would be interesting to see how he does on, like, it's not like I really want to see him on Survivor, but it's like I think it would be interesting to see if he's able to adapt to Survivor. Obviously Dan would be fantastic.
What do you think the odds are?
My money's on you, kid.
I know Dave Vaughn was in the casting process, right, for Millennials vs. Gen X. I think she was like almost on that season, then like they cut her pretty late into the process.
And then sabotage their sensors.
Yeah, Cody, from what I understand, did get the call for the challenge.
Should we stick together?
Would not be surprised if he shows up on that at some point.
The lives of every child on that list are at stake. Whatever happens in there and whatever you see, don't worry about me. Just get it and get out.
Close in on the fortress.
It's time.
Yeah, I'm sure there'll be something to rant about with these seasons. I usually have at least like one thing to rant about in the reviews. Like what, BB Can 9, it was what, Brayden's game, and I know Edge of Extinction, it was Gavin's game, which, to be fair, like Gavin's game, I don't even agree with that rant anymore, but I just find it so funny how like much how like irritated I was at the time. Yeah, I was talking about Cody Calafiore. Oh yeah, I forgot about Cody. Cody Nixon did apply for Survivor, I believe. Who else would be fun from there? Like, obviously I did that casting video and I don't even remember who I put on the cast anymore. I'm pretty sure I put both Dan and Derek, didn't I, on the cast? And I think I put Janelle too, right? I think I put Rachel. Did I not put Daniel Reyes though? I feel like that's like a missed opportunity. Yeah, I think Daniel Reyes would be a lot of fun too. Because like Daniel Reyes has openly talked about how she wants to do Survivor. Yeah, and Janelle would be interesting. Kaser, I don't know how Kaser would do on Survivor. I mean, like, how much worse can it go? I'm really, but yeah, it would be fine. Like, I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to it, obviously, but he's not like the go-to person though. When I'm thinking of someone I want to be on Survivor from Big Brother. Trying to think through recent seasons. How would Paul do? I don't know if I need to see Paul on Survivor, but I'm just trying to think. Like, no one really like screams out to me as someone I need to see from recent seasons. Paulie. We need to see Paulie on Survivor. That'd be hilarious. We need to see Paulie on everything. Why isn't Paulie on every season of every reality show? Like, how is Paulie not getting the call for the challenge, by the way? It's like, how is this a world that we're living in where, like, like, all these, like, random people are getting on the challenge, but they're not calling back Paulie? Like, both Paulie and Cara Maria. It's like both of them. It's like, how are they both not getting on the challenge anymore?
Sending you the location now.
Got it. We're on the move.
Oh yeah, we did get some casting news for Challenge All-Stars 2, which is interesting. Too as I don't remember it anymore, but I did remember that was interesting. Yeah, I'm interested in seeing what the cast is going to end up being for All-Stars 2. Again, I'm more excited for All-Stars 2 than I am for 37. I'll be honest though, that I've been pretty open with this on streams and stuff. I've been really thinking about like what shows should I cut from. Oh my god, why are there like a billion guys here? Because like I feel like I've just been covering too much shit at this point. Where like I just don't like, if things are gonna keep up the way they are, and if not, like, we're gonna get more stuff, because like we're gonna get 2 Survivor seasons a year, and like supposedly Australian Survivor is gonna try to go 2 a year and everything. It's like I'm just not gonna be able to keep up with all these shows anymore. So it's like something's got to give. So again, like I already talked about earlier in this stream that probably going to give up on Big Brother Australia after this season. I've talked about this before, that A&W I'm probably giving up on after this season. And again, in terms of covering, I should say, like I'm still going to watch the shows, but I think just in terms of covering them on the channel, I just don't really feel the need to cover them, at least in terms of like doing reviews of the newest seasons and that sort of thing. I'm debating over how I want to approach the circle when the circle returns. Like, I'm still going to do the US for sure, but it's like if the UK version does return, which again there were rumors that Circle UK got cancelled, but there were rumors that Netflix was in the talks to buy the rights to the UK version. If that is the case, then it's like, do I bother with the UK version? I don't know. I don't know about the challenge, how much I want to bother with the challenge anymore. Particularly, I mean, it's weird because it's like, again, like I'm more hyped for All Stars 2. Yeah, obviously 37 videos would do better than All Stars 2 videos. So it's like, that's kind of a weird thing to think about.
The Empire sealed me in. Any ideas?
Cal, look for a control room. I've got a plan.
I think I'm standing in one.
Wait.
Come on, BD.
There's another show that I was thinking of. But either way, it's like, there's definitely, there we go. Shows that I am, considering dropping from what I typically cover nowadays. Oh, is that it? Where am I supposed to put it? Oh, wait, what? Oh, shit. That moves all the way back. Wait. Shit, wrong button. Fuck. There we go.
Whoa, see that, BD? That's something. Let's check it out.
I've disabled the
I don't believe they're putting first timers on All Stars. I mean, if they are, then it's like, it's still people from like older school seasons of Road Rules and Real World, which is kind of the point of the thing. I mean, like, I do feel like it would be kind of weird if they like do people that weren't even on the challenge, but still, it's like, as long as it keeps within the theme of this being like older school, Real World, and Road Rules people, then I feel like I'll still be fine with it. Okay, come in. Okay, fine. Yeah, ideally they would be on the challenge at some point in the past. Okay, well, that's not great. What am I doing here? Am I supposed to do something?
Ready for a swim, BD?
Okay.
Hang on.
Yeah, I have actually already seen spoilers for 37. And based on the spoilers that I've seen, not looking like a great season. I mean, obviously, like, they're obviously missing the context, and for all I know, there could be like a lot of great moments on the show, but like, just based off of what I've seen about it, I am not excited for it at all. I guess I'm supposed to go here. Wow. Yeah, like, in terms of like shows that, like, I'll always cover Survivor, always cover like Survivor US and international in terms of our English language. I'll always cover Big Brother US, Big Brother Canada. I think outside of that, things are in flux in terms of what I cover and what I don't. But I think The Circle really just killed me, though. Like, The Circle having, like, daily episodes, for, like, how long was that? Like, 2 months straight, right? Oh, no, it was daily episodes for a month, and then the weekly, like, the Netflix US for another month afterwards, which was, like, 4 episodes a week. Like, I think that just, like, killed me on The Circle. It's like, I don't care anymore. Like, I'll still cover US, but, I just don't know if I care enough to do much beyond that at this point. Like, again, there was just so much, like, oh my god, I can't believe, like, how much I was actually watching, like, back in, like, March and April. Again, we had, like, 3 seasons of The Circle back to back to back. We had, the Challenge and the Challenge All-Stars at the same time at a point. We had, obviously BB Can. We had one more thing I feel like I'm forgetting, but BBAU at a point. It's like, ugh. Yeah, thankfully BBAU is finally ending next week. It only took forever. What's kind of annoying about it, though, is that I'm probably not going to get the review out until... Okay, well, I guess I might as well talk about this. The schedule for videos for next bit. Yeah, so... I'm thinking the next video might be my Big Brother top 10 non-winning one-time players. Is that the video? Again, like the most oddly specific top 10 video. I think that's the one that's coming out this Saturday. Originally it wasn't going to, but I decided to bump it up a week because of the potential of a cast, the 23 cast assessment next week. So it's like, I'd rather just get this video out first, because I wanted to get this video out around this time. So it's like I did bump that up a week. And then next week, next Wednesday, is probably going to end up being my BB2 retrospective, my BB2 20 years later video, which will be a week early. But BBAU fucked me over. Because BBAU was supposed to come out, really BBAU was supposed to come out today. The International Survivor video was supposed to come out next week, and then BB2 was the week after that. But because BBAU is not ending until next Tuesday, I'm probably not gonna have time to put together the review so quickly. Like, like, I'm probably gonna have most of it done. But, like, the question is, do I pull all-nighter to get that video done by Wednesday? Like, I don't know. I might do it. Like, it's not out of the realm possibility, but more than likely next Wednesday will be the BB2 retrospective. But there's a chance to get the BBAU video out in time. We'll see. But, that's that, and then, I don't know what's coming out next Saturday. Like a week from this Saturday. Not entirely sure yet. I know what's scheduled. It's just that I don't know if I want to release that there. And also, there's a chance we get a BB23 cast, and if that's the case, then that'll be the... Okay, fine. That'll be the video that comes out, but, even taking that out of it, I don't know if I want... The video that's currently scheduled there, I don't know if I want to release it right there. Because it is a video that can technically come out at any time. So I think I'm going to have to analyze the schedule a bit and then just see if that is the best time to release it. But either way, that's a bit down the road. Eric Stein is pretty high. Okay, so this is the video. So the video is what? Top 10 non-winning one-time player. The reason and that's the first, like, so essentially I'm mirroring what I did with Survivor last year. Last year I did 3, so I did the top 10 player of all time, and then immediately after I did 3, like, kind of more arbitrary top 10s. So I did top 10 top 10 non-winning players, top 10 non-winning one-time players, and top 10 one-time players. However, last time I think I kind of fucked up the order, and like this time I kind of corrected it, where first video will be top 10 non-winning one-time player, which is the most specific one of the bunch. Then after that, the next two will be non-winning and then one-time, which will act as kind of like sequel videos, where obviously people from the non-winning one-time player will still make those lists, but when they're mentioned, I'll kind of just like not really talk about them as in detail because I already talked about them in a non-winning one-time player. Like, that's kind of how I approached it. But yeah, Eric Stein is... he might be on all those lists. Potentially. Oh yeah, Eric Stein just got married. That was something. Yeah, not the Jessica. I can't believe it.
Over here, BD.
No more enemies? I guess we need health.
You underestimate my power.
Yeah, I'll be honest though, I don't remember the list outside of it. Like, the top 3 I know for sure on it because, again, spoiler alert, those top 3 might be appearing multiple times throughout these videos. But, I don't remember a lot of the lists outside of that at this point. Again, this video was made, what, 3 months ago, I think, at this point? So it was made a while ago. Shit. But yeah, the International Survivor winner, runner-up ranking that came out today, that's been in the backlog for so long. Like, that video was made, I think I looked it up, it was, I think it was January 23rd. So, like, it was literally 5 months ago.
Let's go, BD.
So that's kind of funny. Which, to be fair, there are videos in the backlog that have been there for longer. Like, I think there's like 6 videos that I haven't finished that have been that were done before this video. But those are special cases. And most of them are video game videos. I mean, most of them are not reality TV videos. Actually, I don't think any of them. Oh, no, there's one reality TV video. And I've talked about it already. It's the premiere ranking for Survivor. What am I doing right now? Well, I might as well do this. Yeah, I guess you should watch BB2. I don't know if you want to watch BB2. I didn't want to watch BB2.
Nothing stops you.
The Jedi. He's in the interrogation wing.
Yeah, spoiler, I did not enjoy my rewatch of BB2.
My power increased. You will not defeat me.
Yeah, I think for me at this point, again, excluding BB1, I think BB2 might be my least favorite season of the show. I think the only one up for debate at that point is like probably BB22. But it's like, I think realistically, I'd rather rewatch BB22 than BB2 at this point. And again, a lot of that has to do with the fact that I've watched BB2 like 3 times in 2 years. So it's like I don't want to watch it again. But yeah, that's definitely a factor. Where are we going? Actually, I forgot. Is this canon? This game's canon, right? To the Disney movies and everything, like to the current Star Wars series.
But sealed behind a blast door. Look for a console nearby.
I did find it so funny how Survivor Michigan,
Found it.
again, like they announced that next season's gonna be All Stars, but like in the trailer, it's like they fucking played Star Wars music, which I just found like hilarious. Like I find it when I do find it funny when like some of these like fan-made shows use these like really overly dramatic songs.
How you holding up?
Don't worry about me. We have a job to do. Still, it feels good to...
Yeah, that's what I thought. Like every like I'm pretty sure like everything like post Disney acquisition is canon, right?
Sorry we had to come back here.
Like isn't that the thing that they're doing?
We didn't really have a choice, did we?
I understand. Let's keep moving.
Yes. Let's get this over.
Yeah, BB seasons definitely take a lot longer to rewatch than Survivor. Like I was kind of like I kind of forgot like how quickly you can get through a season of Survivor on the rewatch. Again, I watched Africa. Like I watched over half of Survivor Africa on Friday, and that's when I was like busy during the first half of the day as well. So it's like, yeah, like I watched like 8 episodes of Survivor Africa that day. I watched like 2 more before work on Saturday, 2 more before work on Sunday, and then they finished this. Wait, when did I finish the season then? Anyway, I finished it by the end of the weekend. Did I finish it after? I don't even remember how I finished it. Oh no, I did 2 after work too. Yeah, okay, that's what I did. 2 after work Saturday, and then yeah, some before work Sunday. That's what it was. Oh, and then I didn't watch the finale until okay. Now I remember how it worked out. But either way, like I forgot how quickly. Like I remember there was a point where I was doing. So last time I've done like a full rewatch of Survivor in terms of like watched every season in a row was I believe Millennials vs. Gen X. Like I think it was like right before the finale of Millennials vs. Gen X, and at that point, I was like, there was a point where I was like, I was watching 1 season a day. Like, mind you, I had like nothing going on at that point. I'm pretty sure. Like I was just in college and like didn't have a job or anything, so it's like, yeah, like I was just like watching 1 season a day. I remember like I watched Vanuatu all in one day. I watched Palau all in one day. I watched Guatemala all in one day, like 3 days in a row. And it's like that's just insane to me, like in retrospect. But yeah, I like Nicole. I mean, she's definitely a major character in BB2, but maybe not the most likable presence in the world. But she is a massive character, though. She is someone that. Oh, we're here. Oh, okay. This is the boss, kind of. Longest plane ride you've ever been on?
You can't escape.
I mean, probably when I was a kid, I would think, when like I went to Asia and stuff when I was like like 4 years old or something. But even beyond, like I mean, like in terms of like stuff I remember, I mean, like I've gone to Europe. I don't think I like. It's nothing like too outrageous. Shit, come on. Yeah, that was another situation where like I should have easily hit her, but for some reason it wasn't letting me hit her. Okay, well, that was bad. Favorite country to visit beside the United States? I mean, like, I don't really have one. Like, I mean, like, I would ideally like to go to Japan at some point. In terms of places I've already been, it's like... I mean, I like Italy. Okay, fuck.
You're going to regret that.
Like, I feel like a lot of that has to do with, like, my love of Assassin's Creed, and especially at that point where it's like AC2 and Brotherhood it wasn't too far after those games came out, so it's like to be able to like visit like Venice and Florence and all that stuff was like really cool to me. When are you gonna do Kagi on video?
You've experienced great
Probably
suffering.
not anytime soon.
Let go.
Like, to make a video specifically on Kageon? Like, obviously, ideally, I would like to, but it's like, I just don't see a reason to do one anytime soon.
No, thank you.
I mean, I could see myself... I've talked about this, where, like, player rankings, like, I wouldn't be opposed to, like, going backwards in time with player rankings. Like, I would... So, like, through that, it's like, I could definitely do a player ranking on Kageon within the next, like, year or so, but, in terms of, like, a retrospective on Kageon, it's like, I don't really see the reason to do one right now. Where it's like, I have enough, like, bigger videos planned, to where, like, I just don't feel like it's worth doing that, especially when, like, I already have this, like, where I have, like, these other seasons I'm doing videos on for their anniversaries. Though, I would like to rewatch Kageon at some point. Relatively soon. Which, to be fair, like, if I'm gonna rewatch Kageon, then, like, shit, I might as well just make a video. That's kind of the problem I'm at now, where it's like, everything, like, I very rarely consume media without the intention of making any sort of video on it. Like, and I think that's, like, a problem I'm kind of having with, like, just general consumption of media, is where, I'm always, like, thinking of, like, how can I turn this into some sort of video. Like, to the point where, like, oh, fuck off. How did I fuck that up? Ugh. Like, she was almost dead. It's like, she literally had, like, a sliver of health. Or whatever. Yeah, I mean, like, pretty much, like, every show that I watch at this point pretty much gets turned into a video. Every game that I play pretty much gets turned into a video of some sort. Like, not necessarily, like, oh, fuck off, we're all the way back here. Not necessarily, like, its own individual video, but, like, oh, yeah, I forgot it just throws us right into it. That's fucking ridiculous.
You're going to regret that.
Like, again, like, Jedi Fallen Order here, I don't know if I'm going to make an individual video on it at some point. But again, like, at the end of the day, this does further the progress on the, top games of the generation stuff.
Such poor aim. For that.
I mean, I have watched, like, I've watched some movies here and there recently that, like, obviously I'm not gonna make a video on. So, like, at least that's something. I've, like, some sort of video I consumed, not making some sort of video on, but, like, I did watch the Snyder Cut, the other day. Which was, I mean, it was better, I mean, at least there's that. It's still not great. But, it was better, technically. Yeah, I did want to do a DCEU film ranking. That was something I wanted to do at some point. Because at this point, I don't really care enough, though. I never really cared about the DCU enough to do it, but it's like, I did feel like I would have, like, done it anyway at a point. Now, it's like, I don't know if I legitimately care at all to do it. And there's a lot of, like, film-related things, though, that I would like to do videos on. Like, just, like, more general rankings I would like to do at some point. I just have to find the time to do it and also find the motivation to do it. But yeah, like, I would like to do more scripted media related things.
You'll pay dearly for that.
Oh, that was bad. That was my fault. Okay, well. It's just like, I haven't found the time, plus also I don't know how much time I really want to dedicate to it. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna need to, use my final stim.
Another stim.
Shit. Yeah, I love how I'm playing this on the easiest difficulty and I'm still fucking this up. To be fair, I do remember like having a lot of difficulty with this fight on my original playthrough.
As I have.
Fuck. No, come on. Okay, well that's lovely. Wow, that was so bad. Like, I just, like, completely mistimed. Yeah, I'm fucked. There's no fucking way I'm getting out of this. Yeah. Alright. Do you know Geeks and Gamers? Not really. Yeah, there's definitely those points in Mass Effect where, like, I got really annoyed where, like, I mean, like, not really annoyed, I mean, like, it's fine, whatever, but it's like, there's, like, certain points in Mass Effect where, like, on the left side of the dialogue wheel, you see, like, an option that's, like, on the bottom, but it's like, you're assuming that, okay, well, it's on the left, that means that's probably going to be, like an optional dialogue thing.
Hey, BD.
But then like I click it and then it turns out it's a fucking renegade option. It's like it just fucks me over. It's like I get annoyed at that sort of thing in Mass Effect. Mass Effect 2 in particular. I don't think that happened at all in Mass Effect 1. But it happened to me like 3 times in Mass Effect 2 where like I was just assuming that the left option was just like extra dialogue. But then it turns out it was an actual renegade option. Okay, this is going a lot better so far. Shit. Oh, fuck off. How'd I miss that? Whatever. Yeah, I'm fucking this up now. I was doing so well for the beginning of it, but now I'm just fucking it up. Okay, well that's lovely.
Over here.
Stay still.
Oof, barely. Damn it. I did it again. Keep on wasting it.
You'll pay dearly for that.
I mean, this is essentially the final boss in the game, though, right? Because, like, after this, all we have is the Vader stuff, right? Which, obviously, like, isn't really a boss battle. Ooh, I think we got it, maybe? There we go, we got it. Alright. Is there any show you just watch casually? At this point, not really. Like, I mean, like, there's shows that I'm excited for that I probably will watch and not make videos on. I mean, like The Witcher, season 2. And there's like random shows like Ozark I liked, and like I know there's a new season of that coming at some point. Cobra Kai, I don't really like, but it's like I still watch it for whatever reason. I know there's a new season of that. Stranger Things, same thing. Don't even like it that much, but I'll probably watch it when it comes out, if I find the time. I would like to watch the MCU Disney Plus shows, but I haven't gotten around to it. I'd also like to watch Invincible, the Amazon show based off the comic. I haven't gotten around to it, so there's things I want to watch, just haven't gotten around to it, and to be honest, don't know when I actually will. Like a lot of my like quote unquote free time I dedicate to gaming at this point, and even within gaming, it's like again, a lot of these things I end up making videos on. So here we go. Survivor and whatever. It's like I don't watch it that much anymore. Like like unless it's something I am making for a video. But it's like if I don't need to watch any sort of TV, like then I'm not just then I'm not going to watch any sort of TV. Then like I'm typically then like just working on something and then having like a live stream in the background or something like that. It's like right now I'm gonna end up watching a good chunk of Survivor moving forward because like I'm doing a lot of this preparation. What am I doing now? Fuck. For this finale ranking. Come on. So I'm gonna have to watch every Survivor finale. I just finished watching Survivor Africa, so that was another thing. But like before those rewatches, like outside of watching the shows that are currently on. So obviously you got like Survivor South Africa, you got Big Brother Australia, you had like the Challenge All Stars until a little while ago. Like outside of the shows that are currently on, like I'm not really watching much TV outside of that. Oh, and A&W's now on too. I keep forgetting A&W's even on. Like Wait, what? Oh, was I supposed to do something then? Whatever. But yeah, I mean, like, again, I've been, like, pretty much working on the channel non-stop to a degree since I started it. And I don't really feel burnt out at this point. Again, like, I assumed it was going to happen because, like, that's the way it worked with my other channels that I've done in the past. But it's like, I do feel like part of that is the fact that I cover so many different things. And I feel like that allows me to not get burnt out. And also I feel like the way that I currently make videos where I kind of do it in big chunks where, again, I thought it was already, that's like, the way I currently make videos is ridiculous, where like I work on 3 months worth of videos at a time. Obviously what I can do for, okay, I'm fucking idiot, I didn't jump. So it's like, I feel like doing it that way also kind of separates the amount of work to where like it doesn't feel as like bad as what you would think it would. So essentially it's like after like watching the shows that I need to watch for the like last batch of videos I worked on, like I need to watch BB2, I need to watch Amazing Race season 1. But it's like after, and like that took up a decent amount of time, like a week or so, a week or two. I think, I don't even remember how long it took. But either way, like, it takes up a decent amount of time to watch those things and take notes and stuff. And, like, that part of it is, like, kind of annoying. But, it's like, after that's done, it's like you're kind of in a more... Like, I can, like, work on other things a bit more casually after that. So it's like... I think that just, Okay. Here we go. I just feel like it's probably like the way I can, like the way I make videos also leads to less burnout because of how like disconnected a lot of things are.
Let's get out of here.
Where it's not like I'm,
Come on.
like every little thing. It's not like every video that I do I need to watch like a season of Survivor for or something, and then I'm doing it back to back to back to back. Like the way I currently do is again like I work on So essentially I'm spending maybe a week or two watching seasons, and then I have like 2.5 months or so, or 2 months or whatever, of just working on other things related to like in other aspects of the channel. So it's like I feel like by the way it's broken up, it kind of lessens the impact of having to watch all the shit too.
I think we lost him. I'll make it.
I do feel like there is a certain aspect of
I'll fail you.
like it feeling like work at this point. I do feel like there's an aspect of that where like
Breeze, I'm here.
obviously like when
Heading
watching all
towards
these
the
shows I have
Be
to
ready.
like
I have the
take
hologram.
notes and that sort of thing.
See ya.
And like that's definitely something that does come into it. And even when playing games, like even though like again like the games thing is still like fully a me thing. Like when it comes to reality TV based videos, like obviously a lot of my audience does watch my channel for that sort of thing. While with video games, like that's more so a thing for me. But I do think by doing, like, again, like, so many different topics, it kind of allows there to be less room for fatigue as well.
Such hatred.
Where I think if I was only doing Survivor, if I was only doing Big Brother, if I was only doing video games, or any of these one specific topics, like, I would definitely feel a bit more fatigued than what I currently do. But because I can do, like, write a script for Mass Effect 2 today, and then then on, like, Friday, I'm going to be editing part of my BBAU review, and then possibly watching some Survivor finales, and going to next Monday, possibly writing a Jedi Fallen Order script if I want to, or, like, possibly watching more Survivor finales or something. Like, it kind of, like, breaks it up. quite a bit. To where it doesn't feel as tedious as it probably is. And yeah, it's still a thing that I also just genuinely enjoy doing. Is that really it? I really thought this section went on for a lot longer than this. Well, that really felt underwhelming if that really is it. But, yeah, like, obviously if I didn't enjoy doing the channel, then, like, I just wouldn't be doing it at this point. I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, to be fair, like, I like... It does make, like, a decent amount of money. Like, obviously, like, I put more work into it than the amount of money that I get from it.
See her.
She's alright. She's alright.
It is still, like, a nice reward, I guess you can say.
You did it.
Yeah, that's it for the game, right? That's it?
Did it? We did. Where are they?
Well, they're out there. Whoa, hold on, wait a minute!
Sorry.
That was you in the water, wasn't it?
I'm glad you're okay. This one wouldn't leave your side.
Thank you. Hey.
Hey.
So now what?
Well, Captain, this is the end of my charter. Your contract has been fulfilled. Thank you, Grease.
Well, if it's all the same to you, I was thinking that maybe I would stick around here.
And that was, like, part of the initial concept of the channel, too. Was that when I started it, I didn't want to, like, focus just on one topic, because I knew from my previous channels that I would get burnt out.
We use it to rebuild the Jedi Order.
Though, too, I wouldn't be surprised if there is a point where I will probably take a break from things.
The next generation.
Just because, again, it does take a decent, like,
Just like they're after us.
yeah, or even just slow down in terms of videos, like maybe do one a week or something like that. But as of right now, I should be able to keep up. But again, any like significant life changes, like I definitely wouldn't be able to do so, though.
Their destiny should be trusted to the Force. So where to now?
I always found this dumb too. Like that, like makes his entire story pointless. Like that was literally the entire point of the narrative, was try to rebuild the Jedi Order and everything. And it's like the fact that they just destroy it at the end of it is like it just makes it feel pointless. Like I get it thematically, like it makes sense thematically, but like I forgot Stig Asmussen was creative director on this game. He was the creative director for God of War 3. Anyway, we're done. It's Jedi Fallen Order. Where are we at time-wise? 2 hours 38. Okay. So yeah, a little bit, I think about like 20 minutes longer than it took me last. Yeah, this playthrough, by the way, I'm pretty sure took me longer than my original playthrough did of Jedi Fallen Order. Yeah, like for now, channel will stay the same. Yeah, unless like anything major happens, then channel will probably stay the same for at least the next year, I would think. You know, obviously like things can come up or whatever, but even now, if like the way like how far ahead I work on things, it's like should be good for a while. Can you not skip this, by the way? It's really not going to let me skip this. Cool. Perfect. Well, I guess we're sitting through the credit. Actually, yeah, whatever. I'm not going to end stream now anyway, so I might as well sit through the credits, I guess. Yeah, I mean, overall this month has actually been pretty good. Like, this month has been pretty solid for the channel, actually. Really in, like, every aspect. I mean, view-wise, it's not, like, the best month ever, but it's, like, it's above average. Subscribers, it's probably the best month in a while. Mainly because, like, recently it's been shit. But, like, recently I've been, like, sub 200 a month, which is pretty bad. This month I think I'm above it. Or at least if I'm not above it, I'm on pace to be above it. And then, revenue this month, like, I think I'm on pace for this being the best month ever. Somehow. Though that's going to be determined on how well, the BB video does this weekend, which I'm not expecting to do that well, so, like, more than likely I'll, like, miss out on that benchmark, but it'll be pretty close. So, like, that's interesting as well. Like, overall, this month's been pretty good. And to be fair, like, this is how, like, a normal month should be structured. Like, if there just aren't things that fuck me over in terms of the schedule, then that's how things go. But, it's like, recent months have just been, like, certain videos have, kind of, like, the challenge, and when the challenge double agents finished, that kind of screwed me over, like, with certain things where things had to be jumbled around, and that messed up April and part of May. February was really bad. I don't remember what exactly it was, but I remember there was, like, one thing that changed that fucked everything up in February. But, like, this is, like, the first month since January, I think, or maybe since March, where the schedule kind of played out, like, what it was supposed to be. I mean, with except on 41, to be honest, the 41 video was obviously more impromptu, but it just replaced another Survivor video, so it's like, it's fine. Like, it didn't really change anything, really. So it's like, yeah, again, this month is like how months should be on the channel, just that recently, due to some weird scheduling things, it just hasn't been. But yeah, this should be a good month. By the end of it, I'm interested in seeing if CPM ends up skyrocketing for BB23 like it did for BB22, because again, I've talked about this in the past, like, revenue for for Big Brother videos during BB22 was, like, insane, and I really don't fully get why. Like, obviously, like, I mean, like, it's Big Brother season, there's a Big Brother season, like, there's Big Brother on TV and everything, but it's like, it still felt, like, really bizarre how much money, like, advertisers were paying at that point. So I'll be interested in seeing if it's the same thing for BB23, but I mean, if it isn't, it's like, really, oh well. But yeah, I mean, this should be a pretty good month for a channel. I think next month should be solid as well. I think, at least as of right now, it's scheduled pretty well. Again, we'll have to see when, like, the BB23, if we get a cast assessment for BB23 and all that sort of stuff, but if we do, I feel like next month should be pretty good. I'm not sure about August. I do feel like some of the later months in the year might be a bit screwy, especially, like, I mean, to be fair, like, none of them, like, it's not really set in place right now, because, like, we don't know when Australian Survivor is going to be on, and, like, I'm going to have to place those videos on the schedule formally. Like, they're on the schedule right now, but, like, they're kind of in placeholder dates, because, like, we don't actually know when the season's going to air for sure, and, like, that could fuck me over. Along with the fact that the schedule already is, like, not looking, like, it's not super consistent because of those placeholder dates. But, it'll be interesting to see, if I can work that out well enough. I'm interested in seeing how Australian Survivor videos do in general, too. Because, like, Australian Survivor All-Stars, those videos did pretty well. At the time, all things considered, it's like, like Australian Survivor videos were doing better than Big Brother videos. Like, Australian Survivor All-Star videos were doing better than, like, the Big Brother videos at the time. So it'll be interesting to see how Strand Survivor videos do for this season. I'm expecting that they won't do as well, considering it's not All Stars and that sort of thing. But it should be interesting. Yeah, this has been a really quiet preseason in terms of news. Like, we've heard stuff from like when they announced the season, we heard like little things here and there, but it's like nothing like too major. Like, we do know for sure it's gonna be all new people, and wasn't there like, I know I've heard people say back to basics, but I doubt that's the actual thing that they said. But I know they said something like similar to that. But yeah, I'm hoping we get a cast next week. I'm hoping we get a cast on the 30th or somewhere around there, and then I can get the cast assessment out on the Saturday. That would be the plan. That would be ideal. That would work out perfectly if that's the case. If not, then fuck. Because I don't know what I'll do at that point. I mean, like, I have a like, obviously, like, currently I don't even have the BB23 cast assessment on the schedule, actually. So it's like I obviously have the current plan for what happens if that doesn't work out, but still, it's like I would ideally have the cast assessment there. It is weird though, because like this is gonna be a very Big Brother heavy, like from this point on, like it's gonna be very Big Brother heavy for next like couple weeks on the channel, because I have that top 10 video coming out this Saturday. Next Wednesday, if things don't change, will be the BB2 retrospective. Again, potentially the next Saturday will be the BB23 cast assessment. So like that's like 3 Big Brother videos in a row, followed by Big Brother Australia. So it's like really 4 Big Brother videos in a row. So it's like it's gonna be very Big Brother focused for a bit. But yeah, after that should be a Survivor video, I think. Oh yeah, I would not rely on Spoiler Girl, by the way. I know some people seem to like think of her as like a really reliable source. Based on the stuff I saw from her, I don't remember what season it was now, but I remember there was one season of Survivor that they were claiming a whole bunch of stuff and they turned out to be like completely wrong. So I personally have never trusted Spoiler Girl as a source. And I think they're really just someone that's like spitballing and just accidentally kind of getting it right at points for Big Brother. I do believe they're a reliable source for like soap opera related things, from what I understand. But I feel like from a Big Brother point of view, I feel like they're probably someone that has a connection within CBS and is kind of just like getting things secondhand and isn't necessarily getting the correct information at points. And is like, and I think is like kind of just trying to get some publicity from, like trying to get some buzz around from trying to pretend like they have some insider information. Yeah, it's a shame we don't have a Real Vegas for sure anymore. That was such a funny phase in Big Brother Twitter. I mean, too, again, like the challenge has like a very similar sort of like spoiler person, where they're obviously spoiling the show, but also they're like are very opinionated on things. It's your first season getting the preseason. Probably not the greatest season to be getting into the preseason for. But yeah, I mean, like BB21, I felt like was a Actually, I would be interested in rewatching my B21 cast assessment. I bet I was so wrong on that one. Like, because I know I picked Ovi as my winner pick. And I remember, like, I was really high on Jack. And I to be fair, like, almost everyone was really high on Jack. But that was a pretty funny preseason. Because I'm pretty sure just everyone was wrong on everything in that preseason. Yeah, I wonder, like, it would be interesting, like, if I did start my channel earlier. I really wonder how that would have played out. Yeah, like, I had the, like, concept for the channel back in, like, early 2018. I just didn't get around to actually doing it until 2019. And, like, even then, like, I was gonna start even earlier in 2019. Like, I was gonna start at the very beginning of 2019, but then, I was sick at the end of 2018. Really just didn't put things together in time. But and even then, even in 2019, like, it would have been interesting if I ran the channel the way I did it now. I feel like there would be a lot of things I would have done a lot differently. Did I hate Kat? I love Kat now. I think Kat's great. Like, I think she's a really fun presence in the Big Brother community, and I think even on the season she was a fun person on the show. Yeah, I actually now I think back to it. Yeah, I definitely did not. I was not high on Kat preseason. I do remember that now. I'm pretty sure at that point we already had rumors that she, like, kicked off a person from the cast, right? Didn't we already know that at that point? That she, like, was the reason why that Jenna Jackson, is that her name? Got kicked off the cast and got replaced by Christy. I'm pretty sure we already knew that at that point. So, like, I was expecting her to be like someone that was gonna blow up real quick and not know really not know what she was doing, and just be a disaster within the game. Which, I mean, to be fair, she kind of was, to a degree. Oh my god, this really goes on forever. Like, how many credits are there? It's like, this is never gonna end. Yeah, I do know that Jenna is another, like, in the running again. I mean, she was someone that was, like, from what I understand, was, like, rumored for, like, 3 seasons in a row. I think, like, BB19, BB2021, and then BB21. She was, like, rumored to be on all those casts. And then now BB23, she's rumored again. So it's like, oh, I mean, she gets on. That'll be cool, I guess. I know nothing about her outside of, like, she's a pageant girl, right? Because that's how, like, Kat knew her. But, yeah, whatever. Hey, when it comes to, like, newbies, like, I really have, like, no opinion on a lot of these people until I see, like, actual bios and videos and that sort of stuff. Like, I just feel like it's, like, very, very tough to gauge how these people are going to be in the game from just general, like, information about them. Like, I feel like, again, like, I think it's just, like, seeing, like, a name, age, occupation, that sort of stuff, it's like you can't really get that much from that. And that's why I had such a tough time for my Survivor South Africa cast assessment, which, I mean, to be fair, it's like, technically I could have waited a few weeks and, like, listened to all the RHAP interviews and then did my video then, but it's like, I just knew I wasn't gonna listen to the RHAP interviews, and I didn't. So, like, I just knew I wasn't gonna bother. So it's like, I might as well just get the video out now. Yeah, I remember Kat for, bitches conspiring against me. I mean, I also remember her for probably the most flattering thing, but her, sleeping with Jackson the first week. And then, like, Jackson just, ignoring her afterwards. So that's something I remember. Remember her relationship with Holly that they had from preseason. Yeah, her Cliff's Angels, that sort of stuff. Yeah. I think Kat's someone that I was surprised that she wasn't in the running for 22. I wouldn't mind to see a Kat return. I don't think she's someone that we need to see. Like, I don't think she's like if they do another All-Star season, that like she's a necessity on the cast. But it's like, I wouldn't be like opposed to seeing her again. Oh, yeah, the crab thing. That was just bizarre. That entire BB-21, like, that entire stuff of like Jackson and Holly, and then Jack and Annalise, and all that stuff was just really fucking weird. But whatever. Yeah, it's like, I mean, like, I feel like she's someone that, like, again, if they were to do, like, a second chance-esque season, it's like Kat being on there, I feel like that's fine. I'm surprised Tommy wasn't in the running for 22. Like, he's another one. Yeah, I remember, like, I was, like, so confident Tommy was going to be on the cast, too. I've talked about this earlier on a previous stream, that I think they went, like, obviously I think they went with Kevin over Tommy, but that just kind of surprised me at how, like, pro Kevin they were, because, like, I think they are pro Tommy as well. I mean, you can clearly tell production liked Tommy during BB-21, and then also, like, they always use Tommy in a lot of the commercials and everything, so it's like they clearly like Tommy. So it's like, it's kind of bizarre to me that they, like, went with, like, I'm assuming they went with Kevin Campbell over him. Which is like, it felt like a bizarre choice, but I think Tommy has more opportunities to return moving forward though than Kevin. Like I think like if Kevin wasn't on All Stars 2, it's like, when is Kevin ever coming back again? So it's like, I get it from that aspect, but I don't think that was their thought process. I don't know. Is that a thing? Reagan from BB-12. That feels like a Reagan from BB-12 sort of thing. Threatening to sue CBS for something. Which, by the way, like, they can't do that, right? Like, 100%, like, CBS has the rights to do that. Like, to use them in commercials and everything. And even if they were, it's like, why would they use footage from BB-12 at this point? It's like, unless it's an All-Star season, which again, it's not. Like, they're definitely not using Reagan from BB-12 footage on a current commercial. Like, if you pay attention to all the recent commercials, it's all footage from BB-21 and 22, which is actually really funny to me that they're, like, using a whole bunch of BB-21 footage when it's like, again, like, no one likes BB-21. Yeah, it is, again, like, Kevin on BB-22 was disappointing, but I'm still happy that he got the second chance. Like, I love Kevin on BB-11. I think, like, before BB-11, like, he would have been one of my top non-winning players. So, like, I was happy to see him get another shot. Like, yeah, it didn't turn out great. And it probably does lessen my opinion of him as a player as a whole. But it's like, it's like, I'm happy we got to see him again. Yeah, a lot of people were anti, and I even just read it, like, Twitter, and everyone was pretty low on Kevin by the end of the season. I know, like, Twitter, like, specifically hated Kevin a lot by the end of the season because Devon was anti-Kevin by the end of the season. So that's something. Yeah, I'm assuming that, like, that's got to be in their contracts, that they're able to use their, like, footage of them years down the road and all that stuff. There's no way that's not in the contracts. Yeah, Kevin has some great character moments. I do think he, like, for most part though, he is, like, relatively quiet earlier on in the game. Both, like, from a game standpoint and also from a character standpoint. Like, he's not really on the show that much. like he is in the first week, I think. But like there's definitely a point where like he doesn't like he's not super relevant. But yeah, that confessional for Jesse is really great, and like that's another like Kevin's another one of the reasons why I think Jesse probably wasn't winning the game, because Kevin was someone that was very anti-Jesse at that point in the game. Where like even if the coup d'etat had not happened, I do feel pretty confident that Kevin would have tried to make a move against Jesse at some point. Okay. It's like okay, there we go. Fine. There's so many points in this game where I'm just like worried it's gonna crash because of how janky it's been. Yeah, it's like Davon. Like Davon is someone that like always had so much potential. Like I do feel like coming into 18, you were thinking, okay, like she was an early boot last time, but she'll learn from her mistakes this time. Like she does to a degree, but also still a fundamentally bad player. But it's like coming into 22, it's like you're thinking again that like, oh, she still has a lot of potential. Plus also she's perfectly positioned now to where she's coming into this all-star season with a lot of bigger threats around her, where she's a relatively small threat and a relatively early boot 2 times now. Plus also she's coming into the season very well connected. So it's like you would think Devon was so perfectly positioned coming into 22, and then she just ruins it for herself. It's like it's such a shame. Like it really, like if Devon was ever going to do well, that was the time, and like she didn't do well. So it's like I don't think she's ever gonna do well. Yeah, I think at this point it's like I think. And like I think same thing goes with like Kaser. It's like at this point you gotta let it go if you think Kaser has any real potential in the game. It's like after 3 times, and it's like they're still like I'm too fair. Like I think there are more extenuating circumstances of Kaser than there are with Devon, where like at least Kaser gets really unlucky or not really unlucky, but gets partially unlucky in BB7. I mean, he gets unlucky in the sense that he's taken out as a backup target. Plus, also, he is coming into that season with such a massive target on his back to begin with. And then BB22, it's kind of a weirder circumstance. But it's like he never really got a super fair second shot where, like, he came in with a clean slate. Well, like, Dave Vaughn, again, comes into the game 2 times with great positions both times, and then just doesn't, like 2 times after her initial play, after her initial season, she still is not able to play well. Your favorite player is Evil Dick? Is that really? And who's my favorite Big Brother player? It's probably Dan. Yeah, I mean, I would say it's probably Dan. If I'm looking at it from a like an all-around sort of standpoint, like from like character, gameplay, like everything, it's probably Dan. Yeah, I mean, I don't know who else would even be up there, really. I think he's like so far ahead as number 1. But it's not like a situation where like it's not like Survivor where like Tony's my number 1 for Survivor, and like he feels like my number 1. Like with Big Brother, it's like I don't feel like I have it doesn't feel like Dan is number 1, but like when really thinking through it, it's like Dan's the only one that could be number 1. What's wrong with Evil Dick? I mean, he's Evil Dick. I think in terms of him as like a player, it's like he's someone that obviously gets very lucky with America's Player and all that sort of stuff. I think him as a person, he's also someone that's just straight up delusional about the game that he's played, even outside of the house, to where he gets upset whenever anyone like posts on Twitter like anything wrong about his game. He instantly blocks them and that sort of stuff. Yeah, I'm not a big Evil Dick fan in terms of how he conducts himself outside of the show, and even within the show, again, he just seems like a very like, he's a great character. He's a great TV character, but as a person, I just feel like he's a very questionable human being in my eyes. Yeah, I like Tyler, but I wouldn't say like Tyler's my favorite Big Brother player or anything, especially because like he's kind of not the most interesting person in the world. I'm trying to think who else. I mean, I kind of ironically like Paulie. Again, very questionable human being though, but like, I mean, I think Paulie's like a super entertaining character. I mean, Kaser. I love Kaser. I just wish Kaser was a better player. Yeah, I mean, I not really. I mean, I like Brendan a lot, but it's like, I don't know if he's like, is not up there as like my favorite player of all time or anything. I'm trying to think. Like, I mean, like I like Amanda, but it feels weird to say I like Amanda considering how many like questionable things there are with Amanda. But yeah, then I mean, I like Rachel as a TV character, but again, like when we're talking about like all-time greats and stuff, it's like it feels weird to say Rachel if we're trying to like factor in gameplay and stuff into it as well. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of like, I feel like Big Brother's like a show that like I don't have like a very clear definitive number one, but I have like a lot of people that I do like. Even though, again, Dan's probably the clear number one. Whatever. Again, when it comes to Survivor, though, like I feel like Tony is like the go-to person there. I mean, he's someone that I genuinely think is the best player of all time at this point. Plus, also, he's just such a fantastic character. So it kind of works out that way. Which, I mean, I guess to a degree, Dan is kind of the same thing with Big Brother. I don't know, for some reason, Dan doesn't like scream out to me as like the clear number one for some reason. Like, I had to actually think about it, unlike Survivor, where it's like I knew right away it was Tony. But yeah, I think we're going to wind down stream at this point. Again, we're over 3 hours. Finish the game. Maybe since I only saw BB22 Tyler. Yeah, like, Tyler's like... you should watch BB20. Like, if you haven't watched BB20, you should definitely watch BB20. Tyler's a lot more interesting there, especially gameplay wise. Like, again, he plays an incredible game in BB20. But like, yeah, I could definitely see it. Like, like really, BB22 has soured me on Tyler as a character within the show. Like, where like he just and like as a potential player moving forward. Like, I still think I think fundamentally he is still that Big Brother 20 player. The problem is that he's not going to play like he did in BB20 anymore. Like, he doesn't want to play that way anymore. And I think that's kind of an issue where it's like, if he were to return for like BB23, it's like I wouldn't be able to put as much faith in him as I did in before BB22, because like he's just simply not the same player anymore. Like, he doesn't want to play the same game. Yeah, I mean, it's very clear that Tyler was on BB22 for Angela, essentially. Like, he clearly did not want to be there and really just said yes so that he could promote Angela's like cookbook and promote their brand, jewelry brand, and all that sort of stuff. So again, I think that's like kind of a disappointing element of it. But either way, yeah, I'm BB6. Have you not watched BB6 at all? Oh yeah, I guess you're currently watching BB6, right? Yeah, BB6 is great. BB5 is good. Again, there's slow points here and there, but like for the most part, it's good. 12 it's rough gameplay wise because like not much is actually happening, but it is fun like there's fun, like the edited show is a lot better than the live feeds. Like, I do remember at the time that there was a lot of complaints over live feeds being really boring because like nothing was going on, but like in terms of the edited show, like there's a lot of great characters on the show and a lot of people that give good DRs. And cool, I got another spam thing again. But yeah, whatever. We're about to end stream anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Then yeah, BB2 again, not great. BB15 is a season that it's like there's the first 2 weeks are fantastic, great gameplay stuff going on there. Week 3 is bad because that's where all the racism stuff kind of becomes prominent on the show, and then it's pretty bad, like with a lot of ickiness for next few weeks. But then once you get to like final 10, I mean, like once you get to the first double eviction on, the season's pretty great from that point forward. Oh, you're only 5 episodes in on BB6? Okay. Yeah, you're not even to the best parts. You're not even to where Kaser becomes King Kaser. Yeah, you're getting close to the one of the best moments in the history of Big Brother. Actually, I mean, I guess there's actually probably a good chunk of good, like, if I'm trying to think of like best moments in the history of Big Brother, like I feel like Big Brother 6 probably has a good like 2 or 3 of the top 10. Like I think BB6 is like a season that's great for like has some really great individual moments. Yeah, I've always like, and BB6 is a season I have a lot of nostalgia for. Like BB6 is a season that I would like argue being number 1 if it wasn't for the fact that the gameplay is pretty shallow. Because like almost the entire I sealed your partner's fate. That's like one of my favorite moments, and like that entire episode is just incredible. Like I forgot what episode is. Episode. It's probably what it's like episode 8 or so, 8 or 9. I don't remember when. Obviously, it's the veto episode of week 3. So yeah. Yeah, it's such a great, like that entire sequence of events there is fantastic. Even though it's like it's the wrong move. Like it's like in retrospect, it's like Kaser makes the wrong move there in getting rid of Eric over Maggie. It's like really, it's like they should have been targeting Maggie anyway. It's like okay, well, I don't know how deep into this I really want to get, considering you haven't watched it, but it's like Kaser, in retrospect, it's like completely makes the wrong move there, but it does make for such fantastic TV. Oh yeah, Cappy is like a great character. Like he's such a fan. And yeah, Michael is really creepy. Yeah, it's so weird that like the Michael Janelle showmance and stuff. It's like, mind you, I feel like that was very much like out of kind of convenience due to them being on the outs already. But yeah, Michael's just like a really creepy guy, it seems like. And I feel like he's like one of these people that like if he was on a modern season, he would definitely be called out for like a lot of really creepy things. But like because this was an older season, and like even within like BB6, he was called out for things. But I feel like if this was modern day, like he would definitely be in a lot more hot water than what he was at the time. Yeah, actually, did we, oh, it's only 1% difference? Yeah, I could have sworn I did a lot more side content on my first playthrough than I did here. How did I finish my first playthrough later in the night than I did this one? Like, I was even streaming that or whatever, but whatever. Yeah, I would assume you're pre-spoiled. I don't know, like, but okay, yeah. So like with Maggie, like it's weird because it's like Maggie's own alliance is getting rid of her at that point, or like it's like the vote ends up being decided by one vote, right? It's the final 12, right? So it's a 5-4 vote, right? I'm assuming. Either way, it doesn't really matter either way. But it's like it was a very close vote. And, oh no, was it? Wait, was it? No, it wasn't a tie. Yeah, it wasn't a tie because Kaser doesn't decide it. Either way, it was like it was a really close vote there. And it's like it's essentially like Kaser's side, like the Sovereign Six, that are deciding that vote. And it's like they make the wrong decision for. I mean, like Kaser in particular makes the wrong decision there. Like he 100% should be keeping Cappy in the game at that point. But even for like other people, it's like it would have been a lot better if they just like put up like an Yvette or something instead of like actually going all in and targeting Cappy. Like they should have just like put up like Yvette against Maggie, allowed Maggie to go home. It's like to go full, as all in as they did, to get rid of Cappy, who was someone that, like, for Kaser would have been a great shield in the game, and someone that he still had a potential working relationship with moving forward. Like, it really felt like a wasted opportunity there. Yeah, Vet's not. I mean, Vet's not super likable on the season. I mean, she's someone that, like, I would actually not be opposed to an Yvette return at this point. I feel like it would be kind of interesting to see if she's changed or whatever, but yeah, I mean, not a super likable person, especially early on in that season. I mean, at the point where she's like provoking Kaser and trying to get in a fight with him and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, not great, but again, obviously she's in it for the long haul. And a pretty mediocre player as well, but still someone that is like, I still think she is a interesting character, even though she's not like super likable. And like, I mean, too, even though like I just said that she's a bad player, like it's like she does have like good points within the game. It's like she does do some good work at points, specifically with her relationship with James. But it's like she kind of just, again, wastes that by the end of it. Yeah, that was a funny moment. I don't know how well that plays nowadays. Like, I feel like there would definitely be people that would be insulted by that nowadays. But yeah, for a time, that is a pretty funny thing. Like a funny, like editor's joke that they put in there. Yeah, it's funny that yeah, I've been watching, like tonight was the finale of Survivor Michigan, so I watched that. And like Survivor Michigan does that all the time. Like have like someone call someone else something and then like have that as their job description in the next confessional that they're in. But yeah. Yeah, I think we're gonna wind things down here. Again, we're done with Jedi Fallen Order. Next game I plan on playing is a Plague Tale. The plan right now is that, again, normally I would try to stream on Thursday, which is tomorrow. I am not going to tomorrow, though, however, because I am not working on Saturday. And while I'm going to be busy throughout the day on Saturday, I don't need to get up super early, so I am probably just going to try to stream on Friday instead. Kind of works out better for me, so we are going to do that. So next stream should be on Friday. There's a chance it doesn't start until pretty late like this one did, but again, some point on Friday, if not into obviously early Saturday morning, I should be starting a Plague Tale, and that should be interesting. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully I don't end up hating it by the end of it like I have almost every other game I've played on the channel at this point. But yeah, I mean, that will be on Friday. Stream after. I don't know if I'll stream on Sunday. It's not out of the realm of possibility, but it's not like a guaranteed thing. But again, by Monday, I should definitely. It'll be back to Monday, Wednesday, possibly Thursday. I don't know what I want to do with Thursday streams, to be honest, moving forward. Just because, like, to be honest, it's a lot. It's a lot to be to work and then watch Survivor South Africa and then stream like at like 12:30 in the morning and try to speak coherently about these things and stuff. It's like, I don't know if I can do it that consistently. I mean, I think it might be on a case-by-case basis on Thursdays. I don't think it's a thing that I'm going to do like every single week. Though I really want to coming into Big Brother season. Like, it really would be nice to talk about like all the different scenarios like coming into a Big Brother week where like we know the HOH, like what are they going to do and all that sort of stuff. Like, it would be fun to talk through, but it's like, I don't know, it's not really convenient for me, which kind of sucks, but we'll see. And yeah, I mean, beyond that, again, like, that's kind of the general schedule moving forward. Is like, again, Monday and Wednesdays are pretty locked in, like, unless like I end up working on something for too long, like I almost did tonight. Those are pretty locked in. I still want to, like, no matter what, like what days they are, like I still want to try to do at least 3 times a week. Again, 4 feels like a bit much. Again, I was doing 4 a week for the last like couple weeks, and I do feel like it definitely gets tiring after a while, but I think 3 a week is a good number. I'm going to try to stick with that moving forward. But yeah, again, still continuing on with the process of playing games that I potentially want to put on my top games of the generation list. So again, A Plague Tale is next. Probably Gravity Rush will be after that. We got to play Inside at some point. Got to play Shadow Mordor at some point. But yeah, that's for down the road. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end stream here. Again, we're almost 3.5 hours into this stream somehow. But yeah, thank you to everyone still watching. Thank you, Zendi Twitch. Thank you, Soraquill, if you're still here. Thank you to everyone that showed up. But yeah, that is it for the stream. See you next time.